right now. Dang, I just made that move. Yeah. Yo, peace, peace.
Okay, here they come. I want to get the Ethiopia in there.
So peace, peace, family. Just letting ones and ones trickle in. So appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Yes, indeed. One perfect love.
31 watching.
31 in the building.
Yeah, we building up.
We building in the building. True, true. It's the building time, you know. And we building with bricks and mortar. We ain't building with just words, you know.
Fire brimstone,
you know. A hot fire word sound, because word sound is still power. Remember I tell you that. Word sound is power. Use your words to create your power. Don't be weak with your words. Be strong with your words. Make sure they manifest in what you want to see in reality. Okay? Your dreams is a thought. Your reality is an action. So put your thoughts and your dreams to action by making it a reality. This is what we're doing right here at Strong Drink Vegan Juice Bar, building with my brethren Zaylock from such ancient time. You know what I'm saying? We here building with the nations now because our nations we gotta build.
Got to.
We got to build. We got to build with bricks and mortars again, people. We gotta put these bricks together. There was a time when Ethiopia was going through its building stages, right? And His Imperial Majesty was the one who brought Ethiopia to the forefront, right? So how he brought Ethiopia to the forefront was with modernization.
True.
He brought modern day technology into Ethiopia and took it in past the 21st century. Ethiopia also had wireless service in the early 70s. Did you know that? Wireless service was already in motion in Ethiopia in the early 70s, okay? So we way behind time, you know what I'm saying, with our productive skills and what we can build on the motherland, you know what I mean? Because the motherland is the future, brothers and sisters. We can't forget the mother, you know? If somebody tell you something about your mother, you're ready to smack them, right? Yeah, but that ain't your real mother. Your real mother is Mother Earth, Mother Africa.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Where's your love for her?
True.
Where's your love for Big Mama? I mean,
True.
Because see, Big Mama is the biggest on the planet.
True.
You
And
know.
then just real quick, just want to give quick shout outs, you know what I mean?
Shout
Blessed,
out.
you know, shout out to Frax and us. You know, shout out to Freedom Fighter 30.
Salute and all salute.
Ola Sumbo, Peace and Black Power family. You know, shout out to M. Dot. Shout out to Tater Win. You know, peace to Chill Vibes. Blessed, Rasta Raik. I see you in the building right now. We got 50 people in the building. It should be 50 thumbs up right now. Give the video a thumbs up on your way in right now.
Also live right now on YouTube too.
All right.
Check that out too.
Make sure y'all give it a like so other people can come in. It's 55 of y'all in the room right now. It should be 55 likes right now, all right? So give that video a like, and we really appreciate you all right? Real talk.
So definitely. Okay, well, we got quite a few in there right now. That's good vibes. Looks like we pushing about 60 right now, 54 watching right now. That's good vibes. All right. So yes, all right. And can you all hear us well over the music? Are we still clear? Give a thumbs up in the chat if we're still okay, if our audio is okay. Give us a thumbs up in the chat. Respect. True. That's what it's about, people, because like I said, it's time to build. Long time we chilling. It's time we start building. You know, letting these silly rappers lead us into damnation. but we know ourselves as the righteous generation. You know what I mean? Let's put this word sound black to power. You know what I'm saying? Let power be black again. You know what I'm saying? Let the power be black in our hands. You know what I mean? Because the black man's hands been had the power, not just to play ball. Not just to play ball, but to do it all. Remember I tell you that, to do it all. Who said the black man can't? I say the black man can, and he can do it with his bare hands and his mind. That's all he needs. He accomplish anything on this earth. Because manifestation is real. But manifestation comes first from the mind building. You have to build it first in your mind before you execute it, my brothers and sisters. We have to execute everything we're thinking right now. We can't be thinking on anything stupid. Okay? If you're focused on the election, you're thinking of something real stupid right now. Okay?
So brother, I'm trying to get to the comments. I don't know if it's different on this one. The comments on YouTube. Yeah, the mob on this YouTube. But maybe because we live, we can see. Oh, okay. Is it right there? Maybe the comments is not visible, but up here I can see the comments.
Because you checked into yours. We out of mine, right? Because you go into yours.
No, I didn't check into mine.
You got to go into
Oh,
yours.
that's okay. True.
So then you'll be live both ways and you can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, family. So we're just letting people trickle in before we begin the show. You know, we really appreciate you all for coming in today. Really appreciate y'all.
Rastafari.
Blessed
The brethren
love.
checking in from Tennessee. Big up Ras Corey. Enough respect, my brother. Yeah, we here. Big up all checking in too. Big up Andre 360, my brethren out there. Big up all checking in. My sister Natasha, bless up. Beautiful queen you are. And we in there. We gonna be building this day, man. We need it. All checking in, no say we here. We are one. We are one. We are one.
True.
Yeah. What about the 2 and 3?
Yeah.
For real.
True. So yeah, you know, we definitely give thanks and praise for life, you know. Just getting some things situated, and we'll be right with y'all.
Yo, shout out OPEC Luna, El Ray, you know, big up. You know, Not Nation in the building right now. Passionate Roster is in the building right now. All right. Make sure on your way in, you're giving the video a like. And we really about to get it in. We just making sure we letting people come in and just getting everything situated. So just continue to be patient with us, all right?
But if not, it's all right. It's not good. Yeah, no, it's okay. If anything, we can put it a little closer to us as we release it. So, all right, for sure. Yeah, we good. Yeah, true. So, yeah, turn this off.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, give us a like if you can hear us over the music. The music isn't that loud, so we should be good, yeah?
This is not too loud.
Yeah, give a thumbs up if we good. Cause I like the music, I like the vibes, you know? Okay. Majority of everybody saying we good. Okay. So yes, family, remember, hit the like on your way up, all right? So I really appreciate y'all, so we can go ahead and dive right into it.
Yeah.
All right, family, so I titled this live Pan-African Reasonings, okay? And when we get into Pan-Africanism, All right? It is not just us in America. It's not just us in France. It's not just us in Jamaica, Brazil, Australia, South Africa. This is global. Like, this is everybody walking as a oneness. All right? So, I already know my brethren, Ras Izes, powerful brethren. You know, I was coming into my culture and my knowledge of self and everything. And, you know, I know y'all think that I'm rocking with the knowledge and thing, but this is like a teacher to me. You know what I mean? When it comes to culture, because of our history in this country, our history in America, our culture has been, has been attempted to, it hasn't, but it has been attempted to be wiped out, okay? And so I had to bring my brethren on to help me cook up this hot fire and lava, you know what I mean? So maybe just introduce yourself, you know what I mean? To the people them, you know?
Well, good day, boys and girls, from coast to coast and around the whole wide entire world.
True.
You know what I mean? We give thanks, you know what I mean, for life. We give thanks for the protection of the Creator who has blessed I and I from the womb. You know what I mean? Because we all come from a seed. So the seed is what we have to cultivate again. We got to get things black again to the seed, to the essence of things. You know what I mean? Because nothing has life without a seed. You know, and the journey we took to even become that seed to make it in this planet, you know what I mean, was a mighty accomplishment within itself. It was a great blessing, you know what I mean? So we have these capabilities, you know what I mean, in these days and time that we're not really utilizing, that we need to be utilizing, you know? And what I mean by these capabilities is really our unity, you know? It's like we take for granted our power and our numbers, you know? And our numbers is mighty. Anyone do the numbers?
Yes.
Anyone do the numbers is how many stolen Africans that's still in existence now, in this day and time, in this dispensation, outside of Africa? Yeah, we ain't talking about the continent right now, we talking about outside of Africa. Anybody do the numbers?
True.
You know, the last man to do the numbers, you know what that was, right? The last man to do the numbers was Marcus Messiah Garvey.
Honorable.
Right?
Honorable.
Marcus Messiah Garvey was the last one to truly do the numbers and put those people in those numbers together in unison.
Master organizer.
You know?
Master.
This was called the UNIA, you know? And this movement helped black people to organize themselves all over the dispensation of the world. He had a slogan which was Africa for the Africans, at home and
abroad.
Okay?
And abroad.
So
all right?
we have to first tie in to how this thing was going. See, these people know that we don't belong here, and they know they stole us from where we belong. Okay? We somehow forgetting where we belong and who we truly are. You know what I'm saying? But the earth can tell you that we come from that birthplace of Mama Africa.
True.
Okay? The earth can tell you that. You don't look like a Chinese man.
True.
You don't look like a European, although you act like one. Right? You don't look like a European, although you act like one.
True.
Okay? Yeah. Yeah, the land will show you who you truly are.
True.
You are that true original people. You are that African. Okay? That original Ethiopian, if you want to take it black or black.
True. So even just building on the eyes point, you know, when it deals with really knowing yourself, because only when you truly know yourself is when you will have dignity with yourself, all right? And you'll have that pride like, yo, I know who I am. I know my roots. You see what I'm saying? I know my history. I know my story. Coming up in the American school system, me too, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they wasn't teaching none of this in the American school system, you know what I'm saying? But all of this is designed, you understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing with like Frederick Douglass. In his autobiography, he, you know what I'm saying? Like he was illiterate once upon a time, but the brethren actually sat down and he wrote a book, right? Once he became literate, and he was just like, yo, once I came into a certain amount of knowledge, and thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you for that donation. I can't see your name right now, but I really, really appreciate you all for, you know, giving energy to our time today, you know, because definitely we about to unleash a lot of knowledge, because the brethren, you know what I'm saying, the wisdom is on point. You know, I study a lot, so we just gonna kind of just reason. So Frederick Douglass, when he came into knowledge, you see what I'm saying, he then was open to a whole nother world. You understand what I'm saying? So they know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why they got, you know, like the system going, you know, and designed the way it is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So I do have a list of points. I do just kind of want to reason on, you know, if it's anything that moves the eye, you know what I'm saying, we can reason on that too. But you know, we can definitely go ahead and just dive right into it, okay? So, first and foremost, we understand our plight. Like, even just last night, I was looking up like currency, right?
Okay.
And like, what's like some of the highest currencies in the world, all right? How come like 3 of the highest currencies are like European, you know, like the Japanese yen, you know, YEN, and then there's like multiple other ones, but when it comes to the Jamaican dollar, when it comes to the Gambian dollar, when it comes to the Mali dollar, to the Ethiopian dollar, to the Zimbabwe dollar, you see what I'm saying? We have to be aware of these things. You see what I'm saying? So my question, just for the eye, and we can reason, you know, just as we flowing.
Yeah.
What would you say would be one of the best things that we can do as a people to uplift the social condition of melanated people all over the planet? I know that's a broad question, but yeah, I mean, cut it however you want to cut it up.
Slice it a little bit. Slice into it,
you know what I mean? Hey.
But here's the fullness though. Vote with your dollars. You know what I'm saying? It's a long time we have
Vote with your dollars.
Vote with our dollars.
Wow.
The only way we're gonna get forward in this thing is supporting one another. You know what I'm saying? Our first act should be supporting one another. You know, they got commercials running, right? They got commercials running. Commercials for like 5 minutes long, telling you how you can send out $3 a month. You know what I'm saying? A cup of coffee.
True.
And support, you know what I'm saying, someone you don't even know. Some children growing and you don't even know. But how come we ain't spending some of our money just supporting our people in Mother Africa? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can come off a little change that we holding on to. It's a cup of coffee, right? True. We need no big commercial for that. We need nobody to tell us it's the right thing to do. Do the right thing is not a movie. It's the right thing to do. Okay? So, the fullness is we have to vote with our dollars, brothers and sisters. We got to go out and support one another. My brother wrote a book. True. You know what I'm saying? We got to go out and buy that. We got to support that. You know what I'm saying? We got to support.
You wrote a book too.
All right.
We both authors.
You know what I'm saying? And this is where we at right now.
You know what I mean?
We at the point where now we have to honor our dollars amongst each other and spending amongst each other, getting comfortable with that too. You know what I'm saying? Like you sit back in your lazy chair and you sit back watching sitcoms, sitting very calm. The same thing you should be doing. Okay? With your people when you spend your money, you should be feeling very calm. Like, oh man, I can't wait to go spend my money with these people because they're gonna get me right and it's gonna be the right thing. I need that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get comfortable again with supporting and spending with one another.
Like, say for instance, like, you know, a lot of ones and ones go to like Target, Walmart, Kroger, all these different chains that are owned by Europeans. You know, they are European owned. You know, so I heard Lowe's is now, you know, Lowe's home improvement store is now owned by black men. So I've heard. You know, but yeah, you know what I mean. So just ones and ones, whatever you need, whether it be toothpaste, whether it be like paper towels, whether it be, I don't know, shea butter, black soap, any kind of thing like that. Instead of going to like Target or Walmart or things like that, like just support small businesses, you know what I'm saying? Like support your people. You understand what I'm saying?
That's how we rise. Because if you check it right now, where we at? With 2020. Y'all should be very clear right now. It's 2020, right? It was 1921 when they burnt down Tulsa, Oklahoma. We on 99, we coming up on 100 years since they destroyed the Black Wall Street. That's 100 years of sleep.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's our time now. to really raise up that Black Wall Street mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we was moving forward. You know, they said the dollar circulated in Tulsa, Oklahoma 100 times before it went out.
100 times in Tulsa, Oklahoma before it went out of the black community.
Yeah. So they had black pilots. They said they had over 150 grocery stores. It's one town in them. You understand? Had their own movie theater. You know what I mean? Of course, we had churches. We always gonna have those because we love the Lord. Don't get it twisted. We love the Lord. And
Shout
the Lord
out to
love us.
Tatterwin as well for that super chat, for that donation. Thank you so much.
Man, it's
My fault, my
powerful.
brother.
No, but it's real. So the whole fullness is once we realize that supporting one another is the way we move forward, it's a done deal. You know what I mean? This is what they don't want us to see. They don't want us to see the power in our black dollars. Right now, black people are going out to vote, right? They run around right now dancing around these poles like they strippers, okay? But the reality is, you should be voting with your dollars. You should be making sure you're spending some of those dollars with your people. That's your vote. That's when your vote count. You know what I'm saying? Because black dollars matter. It's like this t-shirt say.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Black dollars matter. You know what I'm saying? And how black dollars gonna matter if we ain't supporting them and spending with one another. Then we get to see the benefit of the money. See, we watching these little silly rappers and these little silly politicians. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we should be focused on what's real, supporting one another. Look at this here now.
That's a fact.
Look at this here now. Look, I'm gonna tell you how crossed up we in the days and time, and then I'm gonna show you how real reality is, because you're gonna see the show, and then you're gonna see the reality after the show, because we're dealing with prophecy too. We are prophets. Okay. So here's the reality. People getting ready to dress up and create an out-of-body experience by being something who you truly aren't. You understand? Which is something dead, nothing living, right? On this day they call Halloween, I call it Folly-ween. Okay? Right? So now on Folly-ween, you going out right now spending your dollars on somebody else's foolishness, follies. You understand? Hundreds. How much money you think black people gonna spend for Halloween? Let me give me anybody out there? Let's get a number up.
No.
How much money you think black people gonna spend for Folly-ween?
No.
I'll give you a number. Billions. I'll give you a number since you're playing with math. Billions of dollars we gonna spend on that one day called Folly-ween, right? Guess what's happening the next day? Because that's on the 31st, right?
True.
What's on the next day? The first of the month. And you ain't got rent money. It's the first of the month, and you ain't got rent money.
True. And then even just building on that right there.
A lot of people gonna be homeless. I want to be real for a
brother.
second. I just had to break that real quick. A lot of people gonna be homeless come November. Remember I tell you that I'm dealing with prophecy. Yes, it's time to give prophecy. They worry about the election and all this stupidness. A lot of people gonna be homeless because you haven't been paying rent. Okay, you've been waiting on the stimulus, and you ain't been hustling and doing what you have to do to provide for your family and support your people. You've been spending your money on a bunch of stupidness. Like I said, Halloween is $1 billion gone in.
True. So just building on that point right there, like it's in a sense where when you really take African Americans, right, we're like some of the most richest, like we have the most money all over the planet, like in the African continent, in Europe, all of that, because of our density of people, our concentration of people that's in America, but then the currency value, because we have that American dollar. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to those things, and like how I was building on like the UNIA earlier, you know, not only do we organize, you know, and we come together, you know, into rooms, and we reason and we exchange ideas, but then we also gotta support one another. But then a lot of that, I know it has been kind of like a crab in a barrel mentality. You know what I'm saying? Where when one person is coming up, and me personally, I feel like that's really why one of the first stories in the Bible was Cain and Abel. It was about jealousy and envy. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the first stories in the Bible. You know what I mean? So that's a really a big topic And when we understand the same thing like Malcolm X, Kwame Nkrumah, you know, well, Malcolm X, W.E.B. Du Bois, you know what I'm saying? We got Garvey, you know, all these people, they was kind of going at each other's head for a while, you know what I'm saying? But if they only knew that they just respected each other's individual ideology and what they think, their own belief, they respected it and they moved around it like, yo, it don't even matter about spirituality or whatever. I just want to organize with you off the basis of nationalism.
There we go.
Off the basis of nationalism. You see what I'm saying? The RBG. Just because you look like me, I don't care what you believe in. Just let us become. Let's work as one. You see what I'm saying? And that's the basis of Pan-Africanism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that was always our downfall. Like I said, we haven't really exercised our unity. You know what I'm saying? The unity is our greatest strength, people. But we haven't exercised it fully yet. It's like you got a big muscle, but you ain't really stretched it out fully and put no real pressure on it. That's our unity. Once we put our unity in effect, all the other things are done immediately. And this is what took place in the earlier times because everybody had their different ideologies, but together we should have just unified together as one and not let the enemy in. You see what I'm saying? Dividing ourselves, we get time and energy for the enemy to creep in and separate and divide you more. You see what I'm saying? But this time, it's not going to be no separation. It's going to be a oneness of spirit, a oneness of heart. You know what I mean? A oneness of your life. You know, you have to live this thing. Ain't gonna be no long talking.
True.
You know what I mean?
And just a real quick shout out to James McBride. You know, y'all secret weapon. Yes, you are true. You are right. You know what I'm saying? Even like our own brothers has shot down Malcolm X. So you know, you just got to be careful. You know, regardless. You know, shout out to Natural Kinks. You know what I mean? Shout out to Queen K. We got 77 people in the room. Make sure y'all are liking. Y'all giving that like on your way in, all right? And we probably
23.
You know what I mean?
True. Right now.
True. So yeah, we about to go ahead and go into the second topic. You know, definitely give thanks. You know, because that's
on the fullness of the.
Yeah, we could really make a whole live on that question alone.
I want to stay on the Pan-Africanism part 2.
Oh yeah, of course, the whole video.
Because there was a portion when the brothers were doing their thing and they were rising up different places, like you was mentioning W.D. Du Bois, but the time in Marcus Garvey, and then you had other ones. The other one was Booker T. Washington. You know what I'm saying? So they was all building in a way how we can educate and strengthen ourselves. Booker T was more focused on technology and us, you know, learning our technical skills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Carpentry, sewing, you know.
And the thing is sad that we don't even have these skills now.
But we need them,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean?
Like how many men is really training these little young men how to be mechanics?
Right. How many
You
people
understand?
know how to lay
even
tires?
deal with woodwork?
You know what I mean?
Construction.
Yeah.
We ain't dealing with these
Knowing how
things.
to work with your hands.
Everybody touching these
food.
buttons and these screens.
You know what I mean?
You understand?
Yeah.
We was really workers with our hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And our hands wasn't made to touch this little screen. Believe it or not. Our hands was made to create. You know what I mean? And manifest. So let's stay focused. So the point now I'm making is that all these men knew that it was time for us to rise up on our own. You know what I'm saying? To be let go of this man's world and be held on our own and be responsible for ourselves and raise our own, right? So we were already on an uplifting stage. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? You might have missed it, but don't get it twisted. We already been way ahead. You understand? We've been the best cooks and the best everything. You understand? There's nothing that we haven't been the best of on this planet. Don't get it twisted. Because when they stole the African from Africa, he and she were very, very intelligent human beings.
Matter of fact, brethren,
Yes,
that's
sir.
actually gonna lead on now to the next question. You already just said it, really.
Let's go. What you
So look. Okay, so the first one was like, how can we, you know, big up our condition, you know, raise it up, you know what I mean, all across the world, globally, all right? But the second question we're about to go into, like, what's the importance, the significance of really learning our history, learning our culture, you know, what would you say would be like the significance of doing so? Like knowing where we come from, the good, bad, and the ugly.
Self-pride.
You know?
Self-pride. You would have more pride in yourself if you knew the history that it was in St. Corey in West Africa that was the first university on the planet. You would have self-pride in yourself to know that you taught all nations of people. Huh?
Kemet.
You understand? Before Kemet. We were there in St. Corey. Teaching the nations. You understand? Because all nations had to come to St. Corey for knowledge. You understand? The Greeks, every nation on earth had to come there and get their knowledge from the black man and woman, because we were there. We were the original teachers. You understand? So when we get into our true history, even like you mentioned Kemet, this whole thing we got to realize come from Ethiopia. Right? Because Kemet is still coming from Kush. And Kush is a tribe that's coming from Ethiopia. You understand?
True.
So it's all coming from the full foundation again is Ethiopia. You understand? And this is the knowledge that we should be at one on. We should be at one on the knowledge that Ethiopia is the original foundation and the original man and woman.
First country,
Right? Because the woman's name was Lucy, right?
True.
Lucy is the oldest human skeleton bones found on the earth right now in this very day. 4.5 million years. Okay? Lucy, a black woman, an Ethiopian. You understand? From the beginning of creation, we are the oldest nation of people.
And so knowing that, you should have some sort of dignity within yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, with the indoctrination, with like the school system, and even just watching TV, media, just a lot of subconscious messages. Even what we tell each other.
Well,
hey, what's
yeah.
up, man? Hey, what's, you know what I mean?
In them days there, you got to understand where I'm coming from. Because see, right now people think they African American. You understand? African American was made up by Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson.
You got that?
Came up with the
The
name.
term African American was created by Jesse Jackson, okay?
You need to know this. You need to know this, okay? You need to know this because, see, this is the thing, you don't know this. And you run around here bigging up this name like that's who you are and this is what you defending, got your chest all pumped up, okay? You love America. You want to be a great American, but where's your love for Mother Africa?
True.
Where's your love for the mother? You understand that
True.
birth all creation, okay? Where's your love for the mother? So you can't serve two masters.
True.
Okay? You can't be African and American.
True.
You can't be. Those are two masters.
True. W.E.B. Du Bois, the double consciousness theory. He actually made a theory on that. How can you be African and American? Does the white man say, I'm white and European, or I'm American European? You know, I'm Chinese American. Nah, Chinese be like, I'm Chinese.
Yeah.
They don't care how many generations them been over here in America. I don't claim this place. I'm Chinese. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So it's just like us. It's like what's going on. Like people know, oh, I'm Mexican. I'm this. I'm that. But when it comes to melanated people, because of our history in this land, it's just a lot of confusion, a lot of things dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Even like how the y'all was building on about, you know what I'm saying, about like being in Africa and then being in West Africa all the way from like Nigeria all the way to like Angola, by like South Africa. That whole western part of the continent was taken into the Western world. You see what I'm saying? Across the Atlantic, you know what I mean? So it's just like, even like how the y'all was reasoning on earlier, you could go to Africa and you be like, yo, this brother look just like me. You know what I'm saying? But we might have not been on the continent for like maybe 4 or 5 generations, but you still got that strong genealogy still within you. And Kwame Nkrumah said, Africa, you're not born in Africa because you're born like within Africa. Africa is born within you.
True sound.
No matter where you are.
True sound.
You know what I mean?
And that's what we got to get focused on, that we are one. And we only one when we know ourselves as one people from one land. The Chinese man won. You know what I mean? How they won? They all know they from China. All the Chinese men know they from China. They won.
And they building it up,
You
sending money
understand?
home, sending money to Africa. I mean to China.
Even the Mexicans know he won, don't he?
True,
Don't the
true.
Mexicans know he won?
Yeah.
Because they bigging up Mexico, don't they?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. you know what I mean?
So we have to focus on our oneness, you know what I'm saying? And our oneness is great numbers. It said there's over 400 million black people dispersed all over the world. You understand? 400 million. And we ain't do the numbers. I'm telling you, the numbers is mighty. But like I said, Marcus did the numbers. He knew that these 400, and Marcus wasn't from United Snakes either.
True.
Let's make that clear. Marcus Garvey was from Jamaica.
True.
So he didn't come to establish his movement in Jamaica. He established his movement in United Snakes, right? So when he established his movement here, why? Because it was the most intelligent black brothers and sisters here. See, we don't know history. History will show you that most of the greatest information was coming out of in the early times in this United States was in New York, was Harlem, and Chicago.
Yeah, New York was a powerful place.
And
Harlem,
Chicago too, because
Malcolm X
Chicago
was
had a
up there.
black newspaper at the time called the
Chicago Defender.
And
I
y'all need to-
love
that's right. And these are things y'all need to look into because this is what shows you the real history of what was going on.
True.
See, we're not really studying history. We're being taught things, you know what I'm saying, and programmed right now. And then they're erasing your history. At the same time, while they're programming you, they're erasing your history, so you have no clue as to what was and what truly is.
What's up and what's down.
Yeah, you don't even know. So in our time, we knew that most knowledge came out of Harlem. Harlem had the Harlem Renaissance. It was black brothers and sisters who came together and was building. Harlem also had bookstores. You understand? The greatest bookstores for black people was in Harlem. So you would go to Harlem and pick up your books.
True.
You understand? And get educated.
True.
This is what we did in those times. There, we studied and educated ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We didn't walk around with our pants sagging down. You understand? And we wasn't speaking so much profanity. We spoke highly intelligent to one another.
Black
you
man,
understand?
black woman, black child.
And the
you know?
women and the children. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the family
Everything was an
strong, you know?
uplifting vibration.
True.
We are now caught in a low vibration because we are being programmed to think and move so.
Like, let me ask you, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know, it's a family, I mean, is the family conscious or did you come into this knowledge like through deeper searching within the
deeper searching, you know, I check, say, yeah, that's the reality because, you know, coming up first, you come into, I was born in New York City, so it was like a lot of different knowledge and culture there.
Right.
So I studied a lot, you know what I'm saying? And when I got to really know knowledge of self, a lot of the things I see my people and the people doing, I couldn't go along with. You know what I'm saying? So that's Rastafari.
Okay. So coming up, I mean, I can definitely speak from my experience. We are, I mean, really, before I hit the knowledge of consciousness and all of that, I didn't identify with Africa. Like, I'm thinking, okay, I'm just American. You know, like I'm seeing everything that they're showing on TV. I'm listening to the media, you know, But then when I started in, I was watching a documentary with Renoko Rashidi. Well, actually, it was an interview. And this is a real powerful brother as well. I'm sure you all seen him on Hidden Colors and stuff like that. But this man travels the world and studies melanated history, right? In Asia, in Europe, the Grimaldi Africans, you know what I'm saying? The first people in Europe were African people, not even Europeans. So when we know these things, we can then have more dignity within ourselves. So really just going with that, we did understand that when it comes to us as a people, we gotta know our history. It is definitely needed because coming up, I mean, we wasn't taught to love Africa. We was like, African, like, what you mean? You know what I mean?
And we're taught to actually hate ourselves.
You see what I'm saying?
We're taught to hate, listen, we're taught to hate everything about ourselves, brothers and sisters.
Everything.
We're taught to hate everything about ourselves. To the point is, you can't even be comfortable being yourself. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Yeah. You comfortable being someone else. Bumbleclad.
True.
Let me say that again, because maybe you got to soak in a little bit. You're comfortable being someone else. You got to slow it down sometimes. The media is a programming.
And what other nation of people is doing that? What other nation of people is doing that? You know what I mean?
Incense, right? Incense burns for 1 hour. That's 1 hour meditation right there.
True.
Yeah, 1 hour meditation.
True.
It's knowledge, you know. Knowledge is power, you know. And we have to take time and gain knowledge, man.
True.
You take too much time gaining no knowledge and less time gaining knowledge. The phone is called technology. It's taking your knowledge. It ain't giving you nothing. It's taking it. Because you can't tell it nothing. It's telling you something.
Thank you so much for that super chat right there. We really, really appreciate that donation. You
Peace
know,
and blessings. Give
yeah,
thanks.
we really give thanks for that. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
True.
So, you know, building. Yeah, man. I'm with you. Ken.
Yeah. So that's really the vibe there. So it's definitely needed. And look, I know y'all know on YouTube, man, I really go in about the history, man, because really learning where I came from, that's where everything began for me. You know, from my personal experience, when I really started digging deep into my history and not just, you know, 300-400 years in America and just whatever they teach you about your trials and tribulations in this land, because in this land, it just got blood all over it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, so much so, don't forget, you know what I mean? Even ones in like Mississippi, they would actually put it in a newspaper. We're gonna lynch a nigga today.
True.
They used to put this in the newspaper. We're gonna lynch a black man today.
Right.
Come through, you know, bring some popcorn, almost like it was like a movie, bro. Never forget that. Although that's not our only history on the planet, you know what I'm saying? And please excuse me, I'm getting real passionate. Let me calm down. Hold up. But man, I just
more heat, man.
I just be feeling hot because
we gotta wake up though.
once you know,
it's
bro,
a reality.
you wake up like, how am I gonna change the world? Because you see how it's so just it's messed up, yo. Like how they do us as a people. You know what I mean? It's messed up.
Like I said again, it all boils up to us unifying and dividing. I said, okay, here what happened. They got you caught up. They got us all caught up in the thing they call integration.
True.
Okay, we integrated, and now we want to be gentrified into what's going on now. But the reality is, it's time for us to segregate again. You know what I mean? It's time for us to have our own everything again. Do you realize how much we had when we was segregated that we don't have now? Let's go down the list a little bit, shall we? We had our own gas station.
Huh?
That's one, right?
You know what I'm saying?
We had our own planes.
Huh?
You know that? We had our own hotels.
Huh?
Could go to White Man Hotel. We had our own hotels. We ain't got a hotel yet. Where we got a hotel at? We got a hotel?
I don't even know.
We ain't got no hotel. We got no hotel. All right? We had our own banks. Couldn't put your money where his money at.
That's what we need the most. Our own
We had
money.
our own
We can do
banks.
Wow.
All right? We had our own grocery stores.
Huh.
Own supermarkets. We had our own hardware stores.
Huh.
Stay there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Because that's what we don't got right now. We comfortable with everybody thinking we ain't got nothing for ourselves.
Right.
That's why I say black dollars
Bro,
matter.
bring the heat, bro.
That's why I say black dollars matter.
No.
Because see, you don't realize the power. How much money we spent on that silly movie they had out that the boy dropped the other day? Finger, I keep it real with you.
Man.
How much money we spent on that movie they put out there the other day that I call Wakanda? You know what I'm saying?
Panther.
I ain't no Black Panther's a real man and a real superhero without a cape.
True.
And those superhero women too.
True.
Without capes.
True.
They ain't need no movie.
True.
You know any of their names? Like Miss Cleaver, Kathleen Cleaver. She ain't need no cape on her back, but she's a real Black Panther. Okay? A brother by the name of Fred Hampton. He ain't need no cape, but he's a real Black Panther. All right? Let's stay focused on what's real, people, and they were really feeding people.
True.
And they were really bringing communities together.
True.
A man like Huey P. Newton.
What?
Huey P. Newton was only 22.
What?
A highly educated black man.
What? PhD in sociology.
Let's stay
What?
focused.
What?
Let's stay focused. At 22, was his pants sagging? But you know what Huey P. did? Huey P. got his brothers together, right? And ran up on a drug dealer. Kicked in the door with the real shotty. Bang, bang! With the crew, said, lay down. You're going to give us some of this money. You're going to help us feed this community.
True.
If you don't, you ain't going to sell another drug or you ain't going to move another muscle on this street.
Big
Bang,
facts.
bang!
Huh.
And they hit the door.
Huh.
Yeah, and the man came out his pocket.
True.
The next thing you know, we had our own movements going and we were feeding our own. They said, how are they doing it?
Huh.
How are these black superheroes doing it? And they ain't got a cape on.
Self-reliant.
They ain't got a cape on. Now, how much money did you black people go out there and spend with your hands and fist up and all this stupidness with your afros fake and all this stuff pumped up in your black to go support a movie that grossed in what? $72 billion. And you went and go see it twice. You took a friend, made sure everybody go see the stupid movie. You still talking about the stupid movie. You crying over the stupid movie.
Like it was some powerful points in that movie. The thing is that who put that movie there?
You got to be hot in this time. You know when they put that movie out on Huey P. birthday. Ooh, what a sleeper. Ooh, they put the movie out on Huey P.'s birthday. And y'all all went dressed up and seen the movie. Because y'all sleeping on the real time. You understand? You sleeping on enemy lines. You dead sleep. They talking about woke.
So like for real, like family, like when it really comes down to it, you know what I'm saying? It's like no matter what works you do in America, it doesn't matter what works you do in St. Lucia, in Brazil, in Cuba, in Australia, in Spain, in Portugal. It don't matter what works you do there. It's really about focusing on the continent. Because even if you come to a certain point, right, in the diaspora, Africa is like the hard drive of the computer. All right, Africa is like the root. You see what I'm saying? So before you book that ticket and you go to Europe, or I'm about to go see the Eiffel Tower, I'm about to go to Paris, I'm about to go to PP, Paris. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure, I'm about to go to the Congo. You feel me? I'm about to go see these pyramids that my ancestors. I'm about to go to Ethiopia. I'm about to go to Zambia. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to go to Togo, Benin, Nigeria. Yes, you see what I'm saying? Because that is a huge, not a country.
True.
A full continent.
Right.
Of ones and ones that look just like you. And you can't tell me that you don't have some sort of allegiance.
True.
Some sort of entitlement.
Yeah.
To make sure that you go back to this continent and build it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we can't only as high as Africa go up. You know what I'm saying? And thank you so much for that donation right there. I see it right now. You know what I mean?
No
Supporting, circulating the black dollar, because we are doing some powerful works.
Black dollars matter.
Yeah, so we appreciate that super chat. Thank you.
And it's really about that, like I said again, $72 billion they grossed for that movie. Right? We could have built the city. Let's stay focused, man.
Facts.
Let's stay focused.
Right.
How many people I said we got what, 400 million black people all over the world right now outside of Africa. We ain't count the continent. Outside of Africa.
Facts.
You got over 100 in Brazil. Right? You got over 100 in Haiti.
Whoa. 120 people right now. Yo, 120 people in the room. Make sure you come up and you like.
So,
all right.
How it's going to take us to realize that black dollars matter?
True.
What it's going to take for us to really see it? It ain't the program for us to really realize that, we got to segregate from these people, man, and have our own everything again. You understand?
And family, it's no shade whatsoever to Europeans. It's no shade to Chinese, Indian people. We have, that's their nation of people. They do what they do. But the fact that you are born into this specific nation of people, you have to dedicate yourself and improve the condition, because the condition of melanated people all over the earth is some of the lowest vibes, all right? But we are the richest people spiritually, culturally, and things like that. But the thing is, what's the far opposite from white? It's black. You see what I'm saying? So the white man isn't as much, worried about, like different, other nations of people as much as he's worried about the the black man and black woman. All right? Yeah. Because literally, brethren, DI can go into Europe. You can pack your bags right now, go into Europe for the next 50 years, brethren. And you can turn Europe black.
True.
Just through your seed.
True.
You can biologically wipe out European people just through your seed, just through your genetic dominance. You see what I'm saying? It's even a book. It's called the Science of Melanin. All right, and I definitely recommend you all getting that off of Amazon, or go to the Shrine of the Black Madonna. If you can find a brother or sister that actually had a book, you know, definitely support them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Black bookstores matter too, man.
True,
Yeah.
definitely. You know, so when you really come into that awareness of yourself, your dignity will raise. You understand? Because your genetics are the strongest on the earth. You are the original being, and every human being has migrated out of Africa. Right, the European, the Hispanic, all these people, they are migrated. These are Africans migrating out of Africa, right? Blue, black Africans. But then over time, they had to adapt to their environment, so their body, their genealogy, you know, like their structure changed over time as an adaptation. You see what I'm saying? So when you understand that, okay, so where did all these people come from? And then you circle around, and then boom, you come back to the beginning. You come back to mama. You see what I'm saying? So if you get anything out of this live, you love Africa with all thy mind, with all thy heart, with all thy soul, even if you don't go there physically, at least be there spiritually and mentally, and make sure that you're helping your people wherever you are on the planet.
And you got to study. You
True.
got to study the etymology of words too.
True.
Okay, let's study the word Ethiopia. Y'all see the word Ethiopia. The word ethics comes from Ethiopia. We were the first ethical people on the planet with Ethiopians. Okay? Ethiopia, what it means, the word Ethiopia means, and I want you to study this for yourself too, because you need to know knowledge of self, because see, again, we forgot who we truly are as a people.
True.
Because see, we weren't called always African American. We weren't always called Negroes. Okay? We knew our true identity from the original time was Ethiopians. You understand? The black man was the Ethiopian. Why was the black man the Ethiopian? Because the word Ethiopia means the land of the curly hair, burnt skin people. Okay? The curly hair, burnt skin people. That's the word Ethiopia. That's what it means. The curly hair, burnt skin people. Okay? Ethiopian, the curly head, burnt skin. Who is that? Who is that curly head, burnt skin people?
Sounds like I and I.
Can you identify with the curly head?
It sounds like
Can you identify with the curly head? I mean, you know, the curly head, they got the thing pressed out and all kind of things.
Shout out
Somebody
for that
got it
super
combed
chat.
out. Peace and blessings.
Yeah. Thank you for
Peace
that
and
super
blessings.
chat. We see you.
The curl. That's the Ethiopian. You check it. You check the Ethiopians' hair. They all curly. We have to identify with who we truly are. We've been scattered way too long abroad. I want y'all to pick up the scripture too. You know, if y'all ever get a chance to, I know some of y'all scared of the word, you know what I'm saying? But the word is always there and it's always been there. But if you ever get a chance to pick up your scripture and check in Genesis 2, verse 13.
Matter of fact, where's the Bible? We can do
The
that
Bible's
right
here
now,
right
brother.
now, man.
Yeah, man.
You
We
always
can
keep
do
an
that
eyeball
right now. We can read
on
from
it.
the scriptures
Yeah.
right now.
But
Can
now,
we read it for y'all?
yes, sir.
You know, and just,
I was gonna- yeah,
just
'cause-
commentary on it.
Boom,
Say
Genesis 2,
2.
verse 13, which is right just so.
All right, verse 13.
But see, now on this one is a newer one. It says Cush here,
Kush. Okay.
but it's supposed to speak of Ethiopia.
Ethiopia? Okay, I can say Ethiopia.
So now, this is the thing too. The more newer scriptures you get, they switch and change the word up. Okay? Because they don't want you to know who you truly are. This right here is an Oxford dictionary. Okay?
Yo, so peace and perfect love. So we actually in the Bible right now. We in the book of Genesis. The book of Genesis, verse 2 and 13. All right, chapter 2, verse 13. Excuse me. I pray thee. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is the one that flows around the whole land of Cush, otherwise known as Ethiopia.
That's it.
The name of the third river is Tigris.
Oh, that's it.
Oh,
that's it.
Okay.
Because see now,
That's the
if you
beginning.
read it in your scriptures, that word that they're speaking of is Cush, not Ethiopia. You know, Ethiopia is Cush, but now Cush
Genesis chapter 2, verse
is a,
13.
is a tribe. Again, like I was telling you in the beginning, Cush is a tribe of people. But where's the tribe from? The tribe of Cush is from Ethiopia. Okay? So the tribe of Cush has to be Ethiopians.
See what I'm saying?
So now let's stay black, people, because see, they don't even want you to know Ethiopia is the greatest civilization and the greatest, I want to say, 8th wonder of the world that they don't want you to know about. The 8th wonder of the world.
Ancient church, Lalibela.
That's always been here in creation, that they can't master. They know the Ark of the Covenant is there.
Never been colonized.
They know the Almighty's throne sits there.
True, true.
They know the history of what Ethiopia represents.
True.
Yet we don't.
True.
Okay?
True.
And this is where we got to get our pride back.
That's it.
See what I'm saying? Because those brothers and sisters had pride in themselves because they identified themselves as one people. See, we can't identify ourselves as black because we can't fly the black. Okay? We can't go nowhere on this planet just black. Okay? We can't drive the black. We can't even reach black. Okay? But what we can do is fly to Ethiopia. Because Ethiopia has its own airline. Okay? It's the first independent country and still remains independent to this day.
And I pray thee. You know, in the words of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, if the Negro is not careful, he will drink in all the poison of the Western world and die from the effects of it. Okay?
Yeah, say that again, King. That's
All right, hold on. True word sound. In the words of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, if the Negro is not careful, he will drink in all the poison, all the media, all the mumble rap, you know what I'm saying? All the breaking down of the black family, you see what I'm saying? All the eating things that's packaged and not eating earth food, you're not eating the original God foods. If you continue to take in the Western world, you will die from the effects of it.
Yes, sir.
Selassie I first.
Rastafari. Powers and strength,
Rastafari, you know?
That's needed because that's the thing. We've taken in all the ways of this world and forgotten our true step. You know what I'm saying? The true step is right over wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's not left to right. How you gonna left right?
True.
How you gonna left right?
True.
Yeah, the movement was always right over wrong. Right over wrong. We ain't even stepping right. The whole teaching of the way they teaching us is all off. You understand? That's why we learning things backwards instead of forward. You understand? There's a lot going on. I'm telling you, in the way we've been taught to not know ourselves in our natural state. You understand? Like I tell you, before they stole the African from Africa, he and she were very, very intelligent human beings. You understand? We built everything. We knew everything. We were creators. We birthed children then. We were the hospital. What you hospital where? The black woman been in the hospital. We already had midwives. You understand?
9,
Birthing
10,
children,
11, 12 children.
doing their thing for ancient of days. Ain't nothing new under the sun. You understand? You get comfortable in these people's system and now you're paying tens and thousands of dollars just to have one child.
Really think about it, brethren and sisters. All right? So they saying, right? One of the first Africans that was coming, right, is in Jamestown, Virginia, right? You know what I mean? So the thing with this is like, when we really break it down, family, when you look at maybe say the 1600s, you know what I'm saying? 1700s, 1800s, right? The Emancipation Proclamation, 1863, right? So that frees some of the Africans, but then we go into 1865, and that's the 13th Amendment. You see what I'm saying? So don't get comfortable. I don't care if you got your feet propped up in your 4-bedroom house, you got a flat screen TV, you know what I'm saying? You walking out to the mailbox to get your mail in your slippers. I don't care. Don't get comfortable in this land, all right? You only got 2 options, and this is just my opinion. It's either you work to build up Africa, or you take this land just how this land was taken from I and the natives that was here.
Can I give a reality check?
Free up.
Let's go back to the motherland. You see, enough of y'all don't even realize the blessing of the motherland, right? And let's go in a 10-year span, okay? Let's stay focused now. We in 10-year span. We're dealing with the motherland, and we're going to deal with the aspects of someone living here, right? All right, so one person is here, and one person is on the motherland, right? They both building in a 10-year span. Now, in 10 years, the person in Africa had his own land, bought the land, right? On the land, built the house, right? Built the garden, built business, right? On the land, right, that he owned. 10-year span, a person in America, paying bills, paying a mortgage, same old thing, can still get evicted, can still get put out, can lose their job, can still be homeless. You understand? The probabilities are endless. You understand what can happen in a 10 years? Yes, sir, anything is free for you. And the heights is that we have to realize that you don't gain nothing here, you only lose. Okay? So in the 10-year span, the person over this side done spent maybe close to maybe 10 years, maybe close to maybe, it's America. True. Maybe a mill. It could easily be in a mill. True. Someone could spend in a 10-year span here in America. Easy. Right? Thinking it's sweet, you know. You got a good job, you know, you're doing well, you know. You easily spend a mill within 10 years span.
True.
You understand?
Just being in America.
Yeah, because you got expenses, you want to live the high life, you want to go out to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? You want to blow some money.
Rent going up
Rent's
like
going,
crazy.
You want the best, the finest.
One bedroom, $1,000.
You know the car they want, the car very expensive. You know, it's America, it's a 10-year span. I got to look like money too. You know, I got it, I got to look like money. So 10 years, you got to have the new this and the new that. That come out, you done lost this, you got that again. Okay, 10-year span. 10-year span in the motherland, everything's built. The fruit trees in the yard now, they fully grown because it only takes 7 years for a fruit tree to grow.
Right.
So now it's big fruit trees in the yard, fruits is bearing and children sipping on fruit. You know what I mean? House is fully decked, got 3 stories on it.
We know how to work a phone better than we know how to grow our own food. Do you know how to grow food? Do you know how to you know what I'm saying? Like we locked into that technology, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like the guys saying, the fruit trees, you know, growing your own food, eating from the earth, you know what I mean?
But you see, now when you say about food, now see that show you how we out of our natural state. Because where we at now, 2020, right? Let's go back 100 years. 1920. Every black person knew how to farm.
1920s was a powerful,
But every black person knew how to farm in 1920 because Tulsa, Oklahoma was built. We had all our skills and knowledge and education, right? 1920, that's what you call the Roaring 20s.
True.
In case you ever studied, there's a book called the Roaring 20s. It's a great book to read. Roaring 20s. But differently though, in the Roaring 20s, we were very, very talented and we were very, very beautiful people. Black brothers and sisters, you know, our great parents, you know? So differently, what I'm showing you
just
is
yesterday.
Yeah, just yesterday.
Wasn't that long ago.
We knew how to farm. We knew how to get out there and run a tractor and all these
build
things.
Our own houses.
We know how to build
everything
from scratch.
Yeah.
We know how to create and sow. We know how to do everything on the planet.
True.
100 years ago.
True.
Now what we got is a silly phone worth about $1,500 in my hand.
Facts.
So they say it's worth $1,500.
True.
You know, remember again, you know, it ain't really worth what it's whole said it's worth. You paying what you think it's worth, but it's not really. So again, what do we really build in 10 years? Who really has a better life? Let's stay focused. The brother and sister who moved to Africa and build their full establishment and can still eat off a fruit tree, or someone in a 10-year span still trying to get along to get along.
True.
You know?
Yeah, we still there.
Yeah, so that's what we at, people. We just really just building on the reality points of what we're not gaining and what we're not seeing. Is that we can own land, you understand?
True.
And have our own and build our own and never be taken off our land.
True, you
How many people bought land over here and they can't even be on their own land right now? Because the government said this and the government said that. That don't go on in Africa. Yeah, that don't go on in Africa. You buy the land is yours.
True.
And you build.
True. And then
That's the reality.
True. Maybe, if we want to answer some of the, What's Up Neil said, do you need a license to distribute homegrown fruits and vegetables? If so, what kind? I mean, really, you can just grow it and you can post up on the side of the street and trust me, with a whole bunch of watermelons and trust me, them things will get sold. So, it just depends on how you're trying to sell it. You know what I mean? But yeah, we really appreciate it. Make sure as y'all coming in, definitely give the video a like, give a strength as well. Yeah, so I do want to reason on like entrepreneurship as well. Yeah, black entrepreneurship. Yeah, I know at the beginning we kind of spoke on like money and capitalism, but maybe we can expand.
Yeah.
So family. So that was the second one. Really just talking about like just knowing your history. What's the importance? What's the significance of knowing your history as a people? You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to working a job, I know ones and ones do not, well, maybe there are some that really take pride in their job and they really like it, but a lot of people are like, yo, I want to get off this 9 to 5. I'm making somebody else rich, essentially. You can't pass a job down to your children and your children's children. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to entrepreneurship is limitless. You see what I'm saying? Like the sky is just the ground. You know what I mean? Like it's limitless because you can just use your creativity. Us as a people, we're really creative, and don't fall into that vibe of okay, you gotta come to a point and that you have to come to a point and that you have to just work a job. You see what I'm saying? It is definitely key. So we're actually sitting in the brethren's shop. This is his shop. All right, Vegan Dream Donuts is right off of Lee Street.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Right across from West End Mall in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, Vegan Dream. All right, so make sure y'all write that down. Things like that. Make sure if y'all pass through Atlanta or if you're already in Atlanta, come through, reason with the Ras, you know what I'm saying? Support, patronize the brethren, you know what I mean? Because this is definitely a powerful business, you see what I'm saying? And D.I. does not work a 9 to 5. He can literally make his own hours. And the demand that he has for this shop, I'm around the brethren. It's just called nonstop. You know what I mean? I'm like, dang, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like that demand is powerful. So you just have to come up with some sort of idea that you love to do that's a part of your life energy, a part of your life path, and how you can benefit the people, but then also make capital off of it. And then you can have it for yourself, have it for your family, you know what I mean, and pass it down for generations. You understand what I'm saying? Because right now, the brother could be like, I don't even feel like working no more. I'm going to just give it to my son. And he works in here, like he knows how the operations go. He can take it over even if you don't want to work here a day ever again. True. So that's the power that we need to come back into is using our creativity with entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if y'all want to build on like, just your shop, entrepreneurship, why we should, be entrepreneurs,
First off, I give thanks anyhow for y'all even coming forward,
Oh yeah, yes
sir. Because it's all about the unity, man. Unity is our strength, And that's really what I'm all about, you know what I'm saying? Bringing our people together so we can unify and knowing that we have one another to really build with and grow with. I consider myself as an instrument of the Almighty. I'm the Almighty's instrument, his tool,
True.
Yeah, use me how he will. I'm
True.
the Almighty's will, not my own.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And the Almighty will is to make sure the hungry's fed, the naked clothed, the sick nourished, the aged protected, the infants cared for, and even the shelterless be sheltered. Okay? So I'm here to fulfill that will.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
And I do that naturally with what I do with food. I give people food because food is your medicine.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Your medicine's your food, so you have to live or things that's going to give you health. You understand? That's a lot of things that's going on right now is because of the people's health is bad. See, now people are really getting more health conscious. And health conscious is going to help you live.
True.
Okay?
More life.
Yeah, so remember I tell you this, the less you eat, the longer you live.
True.
Okay?
True,
a lot of y'all need to miss a lot of those meals.
True.
You understand?
True.
Yeah, remember I tell you this because I want you to live. You understand? You don't need all that. You don't need all that. Okay? What you need, you ain't getting. You understand? And you really need to be filled up on the word because the word is really the food. You understand? This is food you eating right now.
True.
You ain't even got to eat nothing physically, but you still being fulfilled. You understand?
True.
That's the word. You understand?
And I pray we just
Yes,
real
sir.
quick. Yeah. So even just how we're feeding the item,
True.
super chats and donations are welcome. You know what I'm saying? So do feel free to do that because we are doing some powerful works. So just any kind of contribution that you can or that you feel in your heart to give, please do so. All right, super chats are welcome. All right, and as you coming in, please remember to like the video, give it a like because we're using YouTube as a platform to talk to our people all over the planet. All right, so that maybe this message, you never know, out of the 120 people of y'all watching right now, it could be 2, 3 of them that they really needed this message today, all right? Because iron sharpens iron, that's what it says in the book of Proverbs, you know? And it's good to surround yourself around wise counsels so that you yourself become wise, you see? So yeah, just, you know, I just want to give that disclaimer.
That's good sound. That's needed. That's needed. And Sue, full into the program still, we want to make sure you realize that that's what we have. We have to get to our unity again. A wise man once said, and it's a real Black Panther. Remember I tell you that, we ain't focus on those stupid movies. We focus on real Black Panthers. And the real Black Panther by the name of Fred Hampton, he said, Black people, we are not outnumbered. We are only out organized. You understand?
Exactly.
And that's the point.
Hold on, say that, run that again. Let them know. Let them know.
Black people, we are not outnumbered. We are only out organized.
Only out organized. We just don't get along, y'all. We got numbers. Like if you in America, Africa, wherever, melanated people are all over the planet. The thing is, like the brethren said, we don't have the organization, man.
Now check the movie out. I went and spent money watching, right? They gave them people $72 billion, right? Wakanda, right? The movie Wakanda was closed by the African store right in front of my shop right here called African Century Network.
Yeah,
Afrocentric Network.
Yeah.
I'm on Africa so hard.
True.
Afrocentric Network. Let's plug my brothers and sisters in because that's a powerful Black woman there who's running that shop. You know what I'm saying?
True.
A Black woman too. Remember I tell you that a Black woman owns a business there, right? Called Afrocentric Network.
I have a dashiki in the car that I got from that spot. So
yeah, we gotta support
that's a real
that
nice
place.
spot. Yeah.
But Afrocentric Network is the same place that clothed the whole movie Wakanda. Wakanda was clothed from Afrocentric Network. Yeah, so all the clothes you see that was in the movie came out that actual store. Black hands and black, because you know the movie was shot right here in Atlanta, right? You know it was shot right here, right? So it was filmed and dressed right here in Atlanta, okay? And that's a real thing. That happened on real time. That was really us networking. You understand? So we did see some of the money on that aspect. You understand? But the realness of it all is we have to have our own everything again, brothers and sisters. Let's not get it twisted. Let's stay focused.
True.
You understand? In case you missed it, Black dollars matter.
True.
You need to vote with your dollars.
True.
Spend your dollars with your people.
You know what I mean?
You understand? Because look at what happened. Now you go out here and you're spending your money with Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Prada and all these people, right? That's your vote that you just voted with. You just took that dollar and voted with Gucci, Louis, and Prada just by spending your money with these people. You feel me? Now, if you take that same dollar and you go support a Black business, let's go focus on a sister named Slutty Vegan, right? My sister Pinky. She got a restaurant called Slutty Vegan.
Blowing up, yeah.
Now, what we did was we went there and voted. Ain't her line long like the voting line? Peep the science now. Her line is long like the voting line. They literally voting with their dollars at Pinky's shop.
And the Slutty Vegan,
Right.
it's kind of like, it's basically just like a plant-based burger restaurant, and it's, you know what I mean, for ones and ones who
But
don't
it's
know.
but it's black owned.
Yeah, black owned.
I like
you know what I'm
to keep
saying?
it black. I don't care what they're
Yeah.
selling. I'm coming through.
And it's,
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming through because here what happened. We gotta realize that we gotta take back the block again. See, the real market was us on the street with our table and our cloth and our product. You understand? That's the real market right there at your table. What you got? I got Fonto leaf. I got, you know, you can come through and get a leaf. A Fonto, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got the products there on the table. What you need? You need something to drink? I got you. I got a ginger juice right here. This is pineapple ginger lime. Oh, you gonna spend for that? You gonna spend? You see that ginger in there? They see that ginger?
nah, man,
Y'all see that ginger in there?
it's good.
You
too,
see
y'all.
that ginger in there,
It's
don't you?
good, y'all.
Yeah. So my point is, you gonna spend your money. You gonna spend your money on something real. You understand? And that's how our market was. They had a place called Sweet Auburn Avenue, where black people went down every day with their table and their cloth and their products on the table and got money. They got real money every day. You understand? They wasn't on no computer, sitting there waiting on something to drop through. Okay? They wasn't playing with digital money. They was hand to hand cash,
Right.
voting with their
Talking,
dollars.
reasoning, you know.
That's what it was, that's what the currency got real because it was current flowing with the currency. See, I don't realize the currency is the current. You ain't on no current because you ain't dealing with currency. You scared to spend your money with your people. Ask them how much is that because it's a black store. You don't go ask Louis that. You ain't ask Gucci that. I ain't see none of y'all ask the sneaker man how much of them sneakers they too much. You should break. Give me $20 off. I ain't see none of y'all do that online or offline. I ain't see you do that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But when you get to your people, you say, "What? That's too much. You can't let me get something off of that." Why you got to give you something off of that? Why? Why do you deserve something off of that than what he trying to get for it? And you ain't asked Gucci that. Prada didn't get none of that. Jordan been paid. He ain't get none of that. You bought the socks too. You ain't care how much it was. Throw it in the bag. You got to get comfortable spending your money with your people again.
True.
You got to vote with your dollar. You got to be out there proud with your dollars, with your people.
Right.
How much is that? Give me 2 of them. You did it when Trump dropped the check. I loved it too. Because that's when you see things get real, when the currency flowing. See, the currency ain't flowing now. So you can't even go out there and spend your current with your people. Like, you can't do that. Because you got that silly card in your hand.
True.
You got that silly card. Why call it a silly card? Why call it a silly card? Because it's only worth $3.50.
True.
Alright.
Fire.
Right.
Truly.
Yeah, the card only worth $3.50.
Yeah,
Why?
man.
Because the chip probably about $2.50. Plastic been cheap. Plastic been cheap.
Been cheap.
Yeah, man, you can get plastic. Okay, so if I wanted to go out there and
I might
print
have to go out go get my charger.
500, if I wanted to go out there and print 500, turn it to the right. Not the left, the right. My brother. So yeah, if I wanted to go out there and get 5,000 business cards and it's made in plastic, right? It only costs me about $100 for all that plastic cards, right? And you got a card with a chip in it, and then you holding that chip with the card in it, but you don't want to hold no cash in your hand. You don't hold no cash no more. Cash is done. You don't want that. You talking about they done with cash. Why are they done with it? You done with it. Playing with these silly cards. In debt. You know what I'm saying? When you had cash and you can carry. Now you got a debit where you had to be more in debt. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, when you got debit, you got debt. You put yourself in debt. You ain't got credit. You ain't got credit. You ain't building your credit. You worry about debt. So you run around spending more for less and comfortable with it. You got $100 in the bank, but when you spend it, you got 95. You got money. You playing with money. You scared to hold your own money. You scared to even touch money now. They got you so feared. You scared to even touch money. And the real reality, when this whole thing break down, that card ain't gonna be nothing but being swiped, and there ain't nothing gonna happen. And y'all know this is gonna happen, because it's all through a program, through a system. But if you're holding on your cash, you holding on something. Remember I tell you that, y'all scared the whole cash. And that's gonna be the whole fullness of the game. Y'all gonna be sitting around here with change in a jar and no cash in your pocket because you're trusting in the system more than you're trusting in your own self, man. Yeah, what's up, King? Blessed love, Lion. Just here getting reason on the podcast here, man. Black love, King. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Got like 10% left. So.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So,
this is good.
yeah, that's gonna be behind us. We good. Yeah, we did. One black love to all checking in too, man. We give thanks for the word, sound, and wisdom, because that's what it's about, man. Getting y'all comfortable moving this currency again. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because now, when you check it, the American dollar,
Matter of fact, if y'all want to hold it.
yeah, the American dollar is actually worth something right now still in other countries, okay? Now, in Africa right now, for $1 US, in Ethiopia, you're getting $8.30 birr, you know what I mean? But now the highest dollar still on the continent right now is the Durant. Durant, you're getting like, well, no, I take that back. It's the second highest. Durant, you're getting like nine Durant for $1 US. But in Botswana is getting 14. So Botswana, where the diamonds and stuff is the highest currency right now that's flowing in Africa. You know what I'm saying? So to really tune ourselves back into how we can invest our money, you know what I'm saying, to make more money, all right?
Is this working right this week? Yeah, it should.
I know this one over here is charging. Maybe we can
That one works?
Yeah, it's a whole plug. We need to sit it right there.
Just trying to make sure we good on battery, family. So
Yeah, we come
just
in
getting
here,
y'all
we-
situated.
Yeah,
He
so
said there's one over here.
we gotta realize the value of the dollar, man, what we doing with it, you know what I'm saying? Because it can benefit more. So when you're sitting and utilizing the dollar in the continent, you'll see more value in the buck. You know what I'm saying? For instance, like a 2016 truck over here, right? Was this 2020, right? I want to buy a 2016 truck over here. It's still gonna cost me what? Estimated price still about 15, right? About 15 grand, right? But now, if I was taking that US dollar and buying a vehicle in Africa, that vehicle will only cost me 1,500 US when it transfers out into their money.
True. You
You
know,
see where I'm going with this?
True. Hey, shout out to Will of the Most High.
So now I can buy a vehicle here. We talking one vehicle, which is a truck, 2016, right? We ain't talking the newest one, 2016, right? Over here would cost at least 15,000. At least for to be Chris still running great, 15,000 you'll spend over here. But now that same truck would be in Africa, and you would spend 1,500 US, and it'll be equivalent to the money that would cost to buy the full brand new truck over there. All right.
Totally
You know
different
what I'm saying?
vibe.
So now let's break that down into materials. Let's break that down into building. You understand? Now for me to build a house over here from scratch, what? About 200 bricks? Easy, right? 200 bricks easy to build a home over here, right? I can take that same 15, the max, and build a mansion in Africa. 15,000 from the bricks, all right? Because you have the land. The land probably gonna cost you anywhere between maybe 15 to maybe 3 grand. You know what I'm saying? The land itself. So once you buy the land is yours. No one can move you off it. If it take you 10 years to build that $15,000 home, you know what I mean? You good. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no rush. 15 years, no rent, none of that, but you just building on the home, you ship it. Now remember, I tell you, the price of things have changed now, so you building on the home. You over here still grinding it out, boom. I promise you, it won't take no more than 4 years to build any mansion house you want in Africa, from working here and sending your chips right there and investing in the land and building.
Little or nothing. Matter of fact, I was looking up the currency last night, and it actually went like, if you're in Ghana, like they call the money the city, and like usually it's 1 to 5. So if you got $20 in America, you got $100 in Ghana. You see what I'm saying? But now it's 1 to 6. You got $20 here, you got 120 there. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like if you take 4,000 American dollars to almost really any African country, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to be like really living real nice. You could probably get a house built, you feel me? You know what I mean? At least get some land, you know,
Let's do
with
the
that
math.
much.
Let's do the math. How much you think Africans pay a month on rent?
Man.
Let's do the math.
As soon as you build it, it's yours.
$35. No, we talking rent.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
$35 a month rent. Let's do the math, right? US dollars, not their dollars. US dollars, it would cost you $35 a month rent. That's less than a hotel. Brethren, that's less than we paying for a hotel, brethren. Huh?
That's less than most people spend on a night out.
Easy.
True.
Easy.
Drinks if they're drinking.
And that's a whole month's rent, right? Because people do rent homes over there too and rent houses, right? So when I travel, I always like to rent places, you know what I'm saying? So you can rent a whole house in Africa for say 6 months to a year. Guess how much that would be? That's how much that would be. Say if you want to rent a house in Africa for a whole year, guess how much you'll pay? No more than $1,200 US dollars. $1,200 US dollars will pay your rent in a house. Now I ain't talking about a little shackety shack.
Right.
I'm talking about a full house with the gate and everything, you know what I'm saying? Real bathroom, shower, everything. You can pull up in that thing for $1,200. Right?
True.
Wi-Fi ready and all at $1,200, right? But my point is saying now, it's already there. You know what I'm saying? The value there. But we ain't utilizing it. You know how much money we blow in this country? Now let me get to numbers, how much money we blowing. Because I hit you with the innumerable number. I hit you with how much money you think we spent in the strip club from 2020 to 2000. Astronomical numbers. Huh? So
Making it rain.
you can't even count making it rain money. How could you count making it rain money? And then you got the celebrities, everybody throwing it, making it rain money. How could you count this stuff, Brethren? It's innumerable. How much money we waste alone in the strip club, so I even got to go there. I'm telling you what we could be investing our money in, because we got to deal with solutions too. We ain't about the problem, we got to deal with the solution. The solution is investing in Africa, having a solid foundation for generations to come. You know what I mean? I got a brother over there right now, a good brethren of mine named Ayatu. He has land over there and a wife, and they built a home. He has 2 running vehicles. One's a transportation vehicle, and the other one's a vehicle for him and his wife to travel and move. He did all this less than 4 years. House building, the fruit trees growing, banana trees already bearing.
Coconut trees.
Already
soursop,
bearing.
Guava.
Less
papaya.
than 4 years. So what could have happened in 4 years here? What could have happened to someone in 4 years here? How much money would you have spent? We ain't talking about made and, you know, because you don't make money here, you spend money here.
True.
You understand? Every month, like I said, is a new month of rent. You understand? Worrying about these clowns and acting up like ghosts, you better worry about that first of the month. Because that's when it get real again.
True.
You understand? So we're in a serious time, brothers and sisters. We have to really organize and centralize and come together as one again. You know what I mean?
True.
And the way we do that is voting with our dollars. Make sure we spending our money with our people and supporting our people. Don't feel no way it's the right thing to do. You understand?
Yo, shout out to Will of the Most High as well. You know,
big up.
definitely go to www.mynaturalroots.org, as well as to my brethren, to the Instagram and everything. Go to Vegan Dream as well. Just for ones and ones who might want to support the brethren. And y'all are not in Atlanta, you know, I'm sure some way he can ship it to you.
Oh yeah, it's
you just have to
online.
coordinate that. So definitely your IG.
Oh yeah, my IG is vegan dream _ the donut man. Vegan dream _ the donut man. You know who it is. So listen, we also here in the West End, which is the historical West End. We have all local black businesses and black institutions like the
Clark,
great
Spelman, Morehouse.
Yes, Morris Brown even still here. You understand? So the whole thing is, knowledge was here. We came here first to get educated. Remember I tell you that we didn't come to Atlanta for no other reason but seeking greatness for ourselves and educating ourselves. That's what we wanted for ourselves. That's why we still here. Remember I tell you that. So that's what it's all about. Us organizing and centralizing and working on our numbers, knowing that unity is our greatest strength. We're not stretched it yet, and that's the greatest muscle. You
Make sure y'all
understand?
like the video as well. As y'all come in, please like the video. Yeah. It's definitely our greatest muscle, you know. So someone, one of the viewers asked, like, what's like the spiritual connotation of like not cutting your locks? Like, what's the or growing locks?
Okay,
What's the spiritual significance of growing locks?
All right.
Shout out to Scara the Judge. She just asked that.
All right, blessed love, sister. And so the heights of that is really us connecting ourselves with our natural roots, ourselves again. You know what I mean?
Peace,
Because
Terry. Bless.
way before you had razor, scissor, and comb, you had black dreadlock men, women, and children on the earth. You know what I mean? This is our natural state. So we're returning again to who we truly are. And this is our strength. It's not our weakness. This is what they fear. You understand? That's why they call it dread. You understand? Because they fear it. But really, when we know ourselves, it's locks, it's our covenant, it's our crown. You understand? And we know this keeps us connected to the Creator. You understand? Because, see, like I said in the beginning of time, we didn't have all these little things that we had. We had to be natural. You understand? So our natural state was totally natural, knotty dreadlocks. We didn't make it happen. It was naturally formed that way. That's why I said Ethiopia is who we are, because they're the curly-haired people, burnt-skinned people, and that's us as a people. So when we check our real, true identity, this is who we are. You know what I mean? It's not nothing fake. This is the real us. You know what I mean? This is what they want us to hate, who we truly are. That's why we as Rasta and Nappy, we stay happy. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because we free. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say I read. I read mean I free. You know what I mean? You take away the F and you put an I. So it's I read, it's I free.
True.
You understand?
If you want the numbers, yeah?
Oh, the numbers.
Yeah, 6'5", if you want to.
The 6.
Oh, well,
Oh,
like an
oh,
ivory,
yeah,
the
oh,
number
yeah,
6'5".
yeah. No, oh, yes, now you got me. I got you. I didn't know what you ever said.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
true.
so actually in the prophecy, as Rasta, we live by the scriptures. The scriptures show us in Numbers 6, verse 5, it speaks of the Nazarite order, the Nazarite vow. The Nazarite vow is where you separate yourself from creation and man.
Uh-oh. Got someone from Malawi
Big up,
tuning
big
in
up.
right now.
Powers in the motherland.
Hey.
You separate yourself from the world and give yourself unto the Creator. So the heights of it is, what we do is, Numbers 6 verse 5 speaks on the vow that you have to take to become a Rasta, and to become a Rastafari, you have to wear locks. So in Numbers 5 verse 6 it says, all the days of the vow of your separation, there shall no razor come upon your head. Until the days be fulfilled, you shall separate yourself unto the Most High, and you shall let the locks of the hair of your head grow. It mentions the locks in the scriptures, you know what I mean? Numbers 6 verse 5 speaks these same very words. So my point is showing you that it's a vow you take to separate yourself from the world. Some people think it's a time and a date on it. There's no time and date. You should let the locks of the hair of your head grow. It doesn't say anything about cut, it says grow. So we are constantly growing with our locks, and we're constantly connecting to the Creator and His creation. Because the closer you are to Creator, the creation is the closer you are to the Creator. So we have to always be in tune with creation. You know what I mean? Let go of the world. You understand? You could be in the world, but not of the world. That's Rastafari.
True.
Highly high.
True.
Selassie. Yes,
you know? True. Yeah. True, you know. Yeah, like definitely, like when it comes to the locks, it's you know, the brethren pretty much already wrapped it up. You know, it's just a spiritual vibe, but we're expressing spirituality through the physical body. You see what I'm saying? So the more you get in tune with nature, the more you get in tune with that divine source, because no human being can create the waters, the lakes, the goats, you know what I mean, the rhinoceroses, you know what I mean, elephants, lions, the skies, the sun, the moon, the stars, the universe, all these different elements was created from a higher intelligence. You see what I'm saying? But we experience those things that the higher intelligence created for us to experience, and there's a higher way how to experience these things, all right? So, you know, Rastafari is about digging deeper into oneself and applying those natural universal laws and walking in a way of righteousness, of purity, you know, of uprightness, of heart, you know, how we treat others, you know what I mean? How we treat ourselves, how we eat. You know what I mean? The plants that we eat, you know, things like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, the locks are just, it's just a big fullness, you know, when it comes into the culture, all right?
And this is not an island thing, okay? Rasta is not an island thing.
Let them know.
It is a universal movement of people, right? Unified by the Ites, gold, and green. The Ites, gold, and green, which is the red, yellow, and green. That's what keeps Sinai unified together, which is the free land, the free people, the Ethiopian. See, I gotta tell you, we have to unify ourselves as one. Once we know ourselves as Ethiopian, we powerful. We black on again. You know what I'm saying? The light's on. You understand? Because now we can't be bartered or traded. You understand? We know our worth. You understand? We have to know our worth again. You understand? We have to know our true history again. The kings and the queens that came out of Ethiopia. The Queen of Sheba was the most beautiful woman on the planet. They said Queen Sheba bath was a whole spring, right? Dedicated strictly to her, that only she could bathe in. And the water was naturally warm. They call it bath. That's where the word bath came from, right? Yeah. So Queen of Sheba was a black Ethiopian, you understand? A righteous woman, you understand? And then there was King Solomon, who was a righteous, wise man, a black man, which the scriptures show you too. Solomon said, don't hate me because I am black, because the sun has shined on me. Let's go to prophecy, shall we?
True.
Let's go to Songs of Solomon. Yeah, let's go to Songs of Solomon.
And then too, if you all are familiar with like the Kemper Nagas, you know, it really explains this story very well, all right? It goes more in detail.
This Solomon say, Songs of Solomon 1, verse 5. I am black and beautiful, O daughters of Jerusalem, like the curtains of Kedar. Right? Solomon say this, you know, I am black and beautiful. Pick your scriptures up and check these words out for yourself. Don't just listen to me, you know. I am black and beautiful, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, like the curtains of Kedar. Right? Solomon show you that's it. Now, this is where it gets really black. I want to show you how black Solomon is, because see, what ones ain't really know say Solomon was black, you know. They just check say he's a king, but they ain't check the history of what Solomon really was representing, you know. So Solomon now come again and show you, said, don't hate me because I am black, because the sun has shined on me. All right? Don't hate me because I am black, because the sun has shined on me. This scriptures here speaks it a little different. Do not gaze at me because I am dark, because the sun has gazed on me. Watch the twist of words, you know. Watch the twist of words. You know? You might have missed it because you got it twisted. I told you they write everything over. They keep you out and keep you out the loop. I tell you what Solomon really said. He said, don't hate me because I am black, because the sun has shined on me. That's what Solomon said. But guess what? Solomon was the richest. Solomon was the wisest, right? Most intelligent. Solomon can tell you how to build a castle without even going there. Metric size and everything, right? Solomon was the wisest man on the planet, right? All people came in council with Solomon to get wisdom. This is a fact. But he said, don't hate me because I'm black, because the sun has shined on me. Hear what they say again. Do not gaze on me because I am dark, because the sun has gazed on me. You see? So we got to know how to dig into these scriptures again. You understand? And to know what this power, this word again. You understand? Because word sound is power.
Power.
Don't hate me because I'm black. How many of us out here getting hated because we what?
Black.
And Solomon told you that, right?
True. You
Let's
know?
defend that.
Yeah. And
Let's
just,
defend that.
and just really moving from a space that, you know, like the sun has really blessed I and I, you know?
True,
So
true.
like kind of like how we were saying, like when it comes to like the color spectrum, you know what I mean? The total opposite of white is black. So it's like, okay, it's almost like a natural, you know what I'm saying, something that's totally different. So, you know, they're vibrating, and kind of like what I was speaking on before about like the science of melanin. If you get that book, if you understand, when you trace the white man's steps over the planet and the things he, you know, the atrocities that he's committed to the human family, right? He claims to be a human being, but you're so inhumane. How can you be a human being but you're inhumane? That's hypocritical.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So the facts that he's going into Australia, you know, and Australia is like this big white continent now. He's going into South Africa. It's like a white space. So the only thing with that is like, it's only been like a couple hundred years since he's left Europe. Like, you know, like this is like recent. You see what I'm saying? And so the fact that when we understand those things and we understand exactly what we're up against.
Low. Y'all can tune in to Zaylock 23. I'm gonna
True.
tune out of here.
Zaylock 23 on YouTube. ZAYLOC 23.
Boom.
Peace, peace.
Peace and blessings.
Yes, sir. So, you know, and give thanks for 126 of y'all in the room. Make sure y'all do like the video so that ones and ones know that we're on live right now. And that'll put it higher in the YouTube algorithm, okay? So we definitely give thanks, you know. So as soon as you really trace his steps, all right? The thing with us is that since we're the original people in Africa, we're naturally ethical, we're spiritual, we're righteous, we're pure. But the white man, due to his genetics, you see what I'm saying? Although he's a human being, he's still like his genetics is different from black people. Like he thinks differently than melanated people. All right, the way how he looks at it is that Earth is his heaven, and he gotta go in and do what he gotta do right now because this is it. Black people are spiritual. Like, man, this is just one room in the house. You know what I mean? So like, you know, so like that's why like he's really, you know, and even the great Bob Marley has spoke on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, really hurting all mankind just to save his own. Hurting all mankind just to save his own. You believe it? One Lord. Hey, Bob Marley was talking fire. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so it's just in a sense where like us as melanated people, because I love us. This is no shade to Chinese, white people, whatever. But it's gonna take us to get us to where we need to be. You know what I mean? Like we can't depend on someone outside of us to get us to where we gotta be. Because we always will have our best interests at heart. When you really study history, you understand when you went into Africa, they have our best interests at heart, brother.
None but that.
Cutting off children's hands and all that in the Congo, you know what I'm saying? Transporting rubber, you know what I mean?
True.
Everything that they doing in Africa, even like the thing that makes cell phones, like cobalt and all that stuff, they going in the Congo to get all that to make your cell phone that you own right now.
That's true.
So it's in a sense where like Africa is the richest when it comes to natural resources, but how come we've been taught so much to disregard it? Because they want us to stay in the West, but then while we stand in the West, they on like cruise ships going to Zanzibar and you know what I'm saying? They going to Tanzania, like they going into the continent, you know, colonizing it. But we don't even like Africa. I'm not African. I ain't got nothing to do with that continent. Blah, blah, blah. White folk like, ha, gotcha. That's exactly how I want you to believe. So you can move on over to the side and let me, you know, exploit this land because it's a rich land. No human being can put all that in the earth. God did that. It's spiritually blessed by the Almighty Creator, bro.
True sound.
No human being can put all that gold in the ground and, you know what I'm saying, the Nile River and all these things. You see what I'm saying? That was blessed from the higher intelligence. You see what I'm saying? So if we study more about ourselves, we will raise our dignity. All right, and we'll love ourselves. You see, because.
And that's what it's about.
It's needed in this time, bro.
No, it is. I really appreciate that because that's really the word sound really is us really being dignity, respectful people again. Walking with a lot of dignity. Because look what happened. They got us twisted into their reality. You understand? Again, like I told you, remember I said we was black before we became this white. Mind state is where I am right now, you know. We was black before all this, you know. Before y'all came white, y'all was black, you know what I'm saying? But now, you've been programmed and readjusted into this system thinking, say, well, this thing is real. You touching the screen instead of touching one another. We out of touch with one another. You understand? We touching on a screen. We wasn't made to touch this screen. We was made to touch each other and raise the vibration with one another. You understand? Now we all social distances. Why? Because somebody tell you to do that? The Almighty never told you to do that.
True.
A guy come and tell you to social distance and tell you to wear a mask and he give you all this air free to breathe? How twisted is that? Let's stay focused on the real reality. Like oxygen is free. Like air is the greatest gift on the planet for human beings. And yet you breathing half a day less of it. Yeah, at least 12 hours, you know, you walking outside with the mask on. I see people outside by themselves with the mask. They in the car by themselves with a mask on. Not breathing real oxygen. First off, you take the mask off and you eating straight poison. Let's say you pop the soda pop. You understand? You ate a piece of poison. You ate a piece of poison. It took the mask off to eat a piece of poison. You put the poison covered back up and you breathing the poison. Think about that now. You know, you took the mask off to eat poison, drink or eat poison. That's what you took it off. To smoke a cigarette, you poison yourself. You put the mask back on after the cigarette. I mean, you smoked up all that, but you bound to kill yourself and bust your own lungs. You understand? Because you're not breathing. Listen to these people, you scared to breathe. Someone cough, someone sniff, you scared to even breathe. I'll tell you what they told you from the beginning. If you're sick, wear a mask. If you're sick, if you feel you got running issues, your nose running, you're coughing, put a mask on your face. Okay? Because therefore you ain't rejecting all that stuff on the people. Walk in the store the other day, a dude coughing. I look over there, he had a mask on. I was like, good. I'm good. You know? Because if he had a mask on, I would feel bad because he projecting all this coughing and sniffing it, right? But the mask is on, it ain't going out. It's in his mask. You can take that off and dispose of it. Right? It's cool with that. That's what they told you from the beginning. They said if you're sick, you have any symptoms, put a mask on. That's what they told you from the beginning. After that, now they tell you all to wear a mask.
True. So
I'm at the shop, King.
So yes, family, you know what I mean? So we definitely give thanks and praise for life because, like, you know, like the thing with that, you know, we got to make sure that we are eating foods from the earth. We are getting back to the earth to where we're doing agriculture. We are agrarian people, all right? Agrarian meaning, you know, ones who are in tune with the earth, and we know how to cultivate the earth and, you know, so that the earth can bend to our will. Whatever we want to will the earth to do, we have the wisdom and the knowledge to do so, you know what I mean? So, you know, like I was saying before, you know, like we're sitting in my brethren's shop right now. This is Vegan Dream. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, or if you're ever passing through, if you're in Tennessee, I don't care if you're driving from Ohio, pass through this space, all right? And make sure that you patronize the brother as well. Also, when it comes to plant-based foods, I have a website, www.mynaturalroots.org, and Will of the Most High, if you could put that in the comment section as well. You know, sea moss from Jamaica, St. Thomas and St. Catherine's, you know what I mean, gold and purple. Definitely patronize. Both of my books are on there, you know what I mean. This is book 1 and book 2 as well. All right, so make sure y'all come through. Go to the website, www.mynaturalroots.org. It's like 140 of y'all in there right there. Make sure y'all go to the website and just go check me out. Black soap, shea butter, everything, all right? So when y'all are in Atlanta, you know what I mean, and give thanks for that donation, Cameron. Appreciate that that super chat. We really appreciate that. Yeah, so like, you know what I mean? So the brethren here, you know what I mean, make fire donuts. Yeah, thank you, Will of the Most High. Appreciate it. I wish there was some way I could pin it. No, I can't pin it. But yeah. But definitely, you know what I mean? If you're ever in Atlanta, definitely come through. You know, entrepreneurship is definitely the way, you know?
Yeah, man.
So let me see. It's so much we've been covering, brother, like, you know.
Thanks for life, man.
Yeah, for real. So that's really the vibes right there. Maybe we'll open it up to you all. If you have any questions, we can reason on that. We've kind of, you know, went across our points that we intended for the video. So maybe if you have any other, I can ship to Europe. Just shoot a email to mynaturalroots@gmail.com, and we can reason on it. Okay. You know, they done opened up a lot of borders now, so now we can transact. All right. So just shoot me a message, mynaturalroots@gmail.com. All right. And Will of the Most High, if you're still here, if you could put that there, so she could do that, that would be great. But
Thanks.
but yes, all right. So we're opening up the floor. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Will of the Most High. Appreciate that. Shout out to Truly Kelter Stone. And what he said is love from Washington, D.C. Yeah, thank you for that super chat, man. We really appreciate you, man. So huge shout out to Truly Kelter Stone.
Brain food like this.
True.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is food for thought.
Yeah,
You
real
know,
talk.
and I want y'all to tune in also to my podcast, which is called The Think Champs.
Yeah.
I get a chance, plug that in.
True.
The Think Champs, the Donut Man.
True.
Subscribe to that. The
True.
Think Champs.
So, Will of the Most High, if you could put that in the comment section. The Think Champs, just go to just open up the YouTube browser, everyone in the room, and then you can just type in the Think Champs, Vegan Dream, and trust me, you will find the brethren. He will come up, all right? So, the Think Champs, Vegan Dream, all right? The Think Champs, Vegan Dream. Type that in the browse, and definitely tune in because the brethren has some powerful, yeah, Congo.
Yes,
You see his face. But yeah, you know. But yeah, so we definitely give thanks, you know. Powers, you know. Yeah, more strength coming, you know, more heat. But
Make sure you pull it. Congo says to pull close. Is the key part in that? Just pull it closed. You ain't gotta lock it. Yeah. Boom. There it is. Give thanks. Yeah. Don't lock it. Don't lock it. We good. Give thanks, Lonnie.
True.
Yes, indeed. Ain't you coming in, Congo? Yes,
I almost want them to get a little sip if y'all.
Yeah, Congo ain't.
Yeah.
We on camera building right now. So I know Congo ain't coming in.
Oh, no.
He ain't coming. I ain't gonna let you even think about it. Yeah.
It's all blessed. But yeah, man. So so we definitely give thanks. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he has different shows. You know what I mean? Covers a wide range of topics. All right. So make sure y'all check out the Think Champs. Go to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. All right. Don't just check it out, but make sure that you subscribe.
That for real.
All right.
Yeah,
subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Robert Carvello. Say he just subscribed to you.
My brother.
Yo, respect.
Respect.
All right.
And sisters, respect. Because it's time for us to build, you know. That's why I call it the Think Champs, because we are thinking again. You understand? Not being programmed, but we are thinking. And there's real things that we should be thinking and focused on. Like the black man, the black woman, and the child.
True.
That's what we supposed to be focused on.
That's where the nation starts.
You know what I mean? We can't build without focusing on the black man, the black woman, and the child. We have to focus on what's real again, bringing that unity of the Trinity together. You understand? Not the selfish thing that they're teaching us and programming us to be. How someone paying $1,400 and $1,500 rent?
Thank you, Will of the Most High.
Males and females, but not coming together, splitting that rent. You understand, and building and having something.
Oh, and shout out to Yan. She just subscribed to you too.
Oh, big up.
Yan Sensei, subscribe to Think Champs. Will of the Most High just put it there, so make sure y'all support this brother. All right, I don't care. It's 100 of y'all in here. Make sure I want to see 100 more subscribers. All right,
for real.
Make sure y'all go there, and because like the brother here, you know what I'm saying. Like y'all know, I come on my channel and I say my word, but he was like a teacher when I was coming up. All right, so this brother here got wealth of knowledge. So make sure y'all go and y'all subscribe and check him out. All right. And follow him on Instagram as well, all right? Vegan Dream Donuts. All right? Well, it's underscore, right?
Yeah, Vegan Dream _.
Vegan Dream _.
Or you can Google it too, Vegan Dream Donuts. Or you can Instagram it, like I said, Vegan Dream _. Or you can go to my website, which is vegandreamdonuts.com. Donuts is spelled all the way out too.
True. Shout out to Skara.
Man,
you know,
peace and blessings.
just subscribe. Shout out
Unity,
to
strength.
Earthly Roots. Just
All
subscribe.
right, let me give him a little prophecy. I love this. I love this. If y'all gonna tune in like that, let me drop a little prophecy of unity right quick. All right, so we got a black ancient man, right, by the name of Jacob, right?
True, true.
Jacob now had 12 sons,
True, true.
right? This is where the 12 tribes of Israel came from. Because Israel first was a people before they got you thinking Israel was a place, okay? Israel was a people,
True, true.
right? So Jacob now having 12 sons. That 12, him making the one makes 13, right? That's 13 shades, all right? So those 13 shades plus one was a daughter he had named Dinah. That's 14 again.
Shout out to
right?
Aaron for subscribing.
Boom. But now the 12 sons, it was a time where Jacob took his 12 sons into the field, right? And he told his 12 sons, he said, I want all 12 of you to go out in the field and pick up one twig. And they all went out in the field and they grabbed one twig and they brought it back to father. And Jacob said to them, he said, now take that twig you had and break it. They all grabbed their twig and snapped it and broke it. Right? He said, good. Drop that twig. Open it for him. Drop that twig and now go back and grab another twig. They all went back and grabbed another twig. He said, okay, blessed love. Y'all take those 12 twigs and put those 12 twigs together. So they put their 12 twigs together. And the father said, each one of you try to break the 12 twigs. Not one of the 12 sons could break the 12 twigs connected. And the father showed him, this is Yah. Each twig is Yah. Unified, you can't be broken. But divided, you'll be snapped and broken like the twig. Okay?
Shout out to Heart Sphere for subscribing.
So we got to unify people so we can't be broken no more. You understand? It's time for us to be building, and we have to build by respecting the black man, the black woman, and the child.
True, true.
Okay? So that's my words of wisdom for y'all today, man. But I want y'all definitely to keep tuning in. We're going to keep building. We got to keep this up, yo.
Shout out to Natural
This is-
Kings for subscribing.
This is something we got to continue doing. Right
Yeah, that's
here,
what I'm
man.
saying.
Yeah,
Might be
yeah.
like a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
show.
This is going to be
You got
needed
free
right
time
here,
on
you know what I'm
Tuesdays,
saying? For real,
Wednesdays, you know, we
And
can
we're
do
going
this.
to keep many topics flowing because
True,
there's lots of
true.
information we should be sharing and relating to one another. You know what I'm saying? And always focus on the motherland, what we could be investing our time and money in. You understand? Because right now, we supposed to be helping our brothers and sisters build wells. You understand? So they can get water out of the earth again.
True.
You understand?
True, true.
This is a company right here called Moon Jug. Moon Jug is located here in Atlanta, but they'll ship it to you as well. They sell it in a glass bottle. Moon Jug well water coming from the earth. This is the original source, is how we dealt with water. We got it from the earth. You understand? We've lost this skill and knowledge, but we have to return to it because water is under us flowing everywhere. We're not paying attention to it. We have to lock into it. So all the natural minerals, brother asked me, was the water alkaline? I said, brethren, it's coming from the earth. It's already alkaline. They're making the fake water alkaline by putting all type of stuff in it and running all kind of chemicals in it to make it clean out. But at the end of the day, it's mimicking what creation is already doing.
Oh, just real quick. I see another super chat.
Big up, big up.
Shout out to Kamati Reed Bandeli, you know, and what he says is, peace to the family. Keep rising and transforming. One perfect love, King.
Yeah, man,
One
united.
perfect love.
United.
Vote with your dollar,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
give
man.
thanks.
For real. And that's how we win. You know what I mean? We win by unifying. I promise you, that's the only victory we're going to get to when we start unifying our numbers together and organizing. We have to do this, you know, put aside our petty differences and realize we closer. We have much more in common than we have differences.
True.
You understand? We have much more in common than we have differences. Let's focus on the things we have in common so we can get these common things done for ourselves. All right?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Love y'all, man. Y'all stay focused, man. Stay real. It's 2020.
True.
You understand? There's no time for the fakery.
True.
You understand?
And I
Yes, sir.
pray the, you know, a Frederick Douglass quote, I prayed for 20 years, but received no answer until I began to pray with my legs. All right? So, you know, faith without works is dead, all right? Like, you know, like don't think God, you know, Bob Marley said it once again, you know, you pray and you think God is gonna come from the sky and make everybody feel high. but the Most High is inside of you. You're the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Like you have that God essence, kind of like how the brethren said before, a messenger of the Most High. All right. So you have to make Africa great. There's not gonna be some big, whatever from the sky that come. You have to do it. You have to improve the melanated peoples of the earth.
I ain't give a Bob Marley quote yet though. You block Bob Marley.
Oh no, it's not.
Hey, this is a Bob Marley quote that's real in real time right now. Hear this one. Hear what Bob say to you.
Yeah.
Bob say, this morning I woke up in a curfew. Oh Lord, I was a prisoner too. Watch this one. Could not recognize the faces standing over me. All dressed up in human forms of. Yeah. Hey.
They were going in, yeah.
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, truly a prophet, you know what I mean? So we definitely need it in these times. So, just to wrap it up, make sure that you visit, you know what I'm saying, his Instagram, you know what I'm saying, Vegan Dreams, underscore,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe to Think Champs, all right? He definitely, does some powerful interviews. I'm even featured on one of the interviews as well.
Indeed.
So go and check that out, all right? Make sure you go to my natural and plant-based website, black seed oil, raw black soap, shea butter, wild crafted sea moss, www.mynaturalroots with the S at the end, .org, www.mynaturalroots.org, all right? So definitely, family, this is probably gonna have to be a reoccurring thing because I think we definitely dropped some hot fire, you know what I mean?
Please.
And we just give thanks for you all, coming forward. Yeah, thank you, Will of the Most High. So that's the website. Support the website, all right? And we really appreciate all the super chats, all the donations and everything, because everything we're doing right now, it is definitely for our people, all right? So we really, really appreciate you all for supporting and tuning in today. And wow, man, y'all already know how we gotta run it, man.
Exactly.
Gotta get this wisdom, gotta get this knowledge, gotta get this divine understanding, man. We were checking in, now we're checking out to next time. You know what I mean? Oh, give thanks for that super chat. Malik Shalom. Let's see what he says. He says, where that story at in the scripture so that we can read it too. One love, Zaylock, been rocking with you since the first set of locks. Yo, that's love.
That's good.
And
Yes,
when you
sir.
say what scriptures, what story was you referring to? And then we can pull that up.
Yeah, I wonder if he was referring to the last one I was speaking of. 'Cause there's a few
Oh,
of
okay.
them. But yeah, so the one with Jacob and his son.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking he's speaking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 12 tribes.
Yeah, you're gonna find that all coming up. But actually, you're gonna find that in Genesis. I'm not exactly sure where, but that's a Genesis story. You know what I'm saying?
First book.
Now, Genesis is the beginning. So that's showing you from the beginning. Now, remember I said 12 tribes are 12 sons, right? So each month is a different tribe. So depending on what month you're in, depending on what tribe you're from, right? This is how we came as a nation of people. It was the 12 tribes of Israel as a nation of people. So now remember, Israel is a tribe, right? So that doesn't mean the whole Africa is a tribe of Israel, okay? So we got to stay focused on those are the Most High's chosen and elect people.
Right.
See, right now y'all focus on elective man by president, but the Most High has his elect too. He has his chosen and elect children. You understand? And it's 144,000 of them. That's what the prophecy says. Now we're in Revelations. I done left Genesis. Now I'm gone to the ceiling of it, Revelations. That same 12 becomes 1,200, and 12 times 1,200 gives you 144. Right? So now those 144,000.
The book of Genesis.
Those 144,000 now comes up now again. Now, in this day and time, which is the Most High's chosen and elect. Again, you worried about the elective president. You have no clue who even the elect of God is. The elect of God is Haile Selassie I, the first, the almighty power of the Holy Trinity. He is the elect of God, not by man, but by the Almighty himself. He was ordained to sit upon the throne of David.
True.
So when he was crowned King of Kings and Lord of Lords in 1930, November 2nd, which we're coming up on now, which marks 90 years since the king was crowned. November 2nd, 1930, the King of Kings was crowned. 72 different nations had to come and bow before this black emperor and empress. 72
White
different nations had to come and bow, get up off their throne and give up gifts unto the King of Kings. This is also in prophecy.
True.
These things are prophecy that reveals, even in Psalm 72, will show you that the women should be dressed in fine needlework.
True. Oh, and then I pray these just real quick. Just a shout out to Tamashi for that donation.
Big up.
And what Tamashi says, been watching you since middle school. Hey, that's what's
Wow,
up
that's
for
beautiful,
years. That's
man.
what's up. That's what's up.
And still showing
True,
love.
true.
Man, that's
Huge
real.
shout out to you,
Much
Tamashi. Blessing.
man.
Appreciate the super
Yeah,
chat.
Soak
You
it
know?
in. Soak it in like a sponge, man. Gain knowledge, man.
Appreciate
'Cause
that.
That's how you're going to constantly grow and expand through knowledge. You
True,
know
true.
what I mean? So constantly gain.
True.
So
But yeah,
now, the fullness is when the king was crowned on November 2nd, 1930, he took on a new name, right? His name was Rastafari, Makanan, right? When he was king and regent. But when he became King of Kings and Lord of Lords, his name changed onto one name, which is the new name, which is Haile Selassie I, which means the power and might of the Holy Trinity.
Soul Dread son just said that. Yup.
So
Yep,
now,
you got it.
when he was crowned King of Kings, the titles that was given unto him, which you have to understand no other man holds till this day. The conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, the elect of God, the earth rightful ruler. No one holds that title. Earth rightful ruler, the elect of God, meaning say that God the Almighty elected this one human being. Rastafari. So now you focus on the elective president and don't even know the elective God day is November 2nd. I'm gonna leave you there right there. All right. Yes, sir. That's
True.
right.
So you know, just riding off of that, you know what I mean? Like that's why that gives us the dignity when we know that this is our story. This is our people. Ethiopia, like this is us. You know what I mean?
No way
African
around.
vibes, the history, everything that's going on in Africa, you know, you gotta really do away. I know that a lot of ones and ones exist. I know there's some that's in the continent that's watching this right now, but for ones and ones that exist in the Western world, you know, you just really gotta make sure that you continue to dust yourself off. All right, because it has been a lot of dirt, it's been a lot of dust, it's been a whole bunch of stuff that's been thrown on you, and we gotta like spiritually baptize ourselves, mentally baptize ourselves, wash ourselves mentally, because it's been so much gook that has been given to us, not only consciously but subconsciously. All right, through all kind of messages. All right, so make sure that you are continually cleansing your heavens. All right, make sure you cleanse your heavens. That's the highest point on your human body, your heavens. All right, so make sure that you keep that pure, you keep it light. All right.
Yeah, the greatest power on earth and in the heavens is the power of thought.
True.
You know what I mean? You have the power of thought. Okay? This is what everything comes from, a thought. Right? And some of you don't even know your thoughts carry your actions because you ain't even thinking before you act. It was your thought first. Before you did it, it was always a thought. Okay? So we got to start thinking again. You know what I'm saying? Thinking to ourselves, respecting and loving ourselves again. In our natural state again, and not being programmed into this program brainwashness, okay? Because the reality is we need one another. You understand? Like I said, there's nothing we can do without one another, man. We can accomplish anything as long as we unify and hold firm to that. We can't weaken ourselves and thinking low of ourselves. We have to raise our vibrations higher and know we are the children of the Most High.
Leave that with the European. He all independent. And I got this. Nah, African people, we are community people. You know what I mean? We got to make sure we come together and we are a village people. All right? It takes a village. Oh, just a shout out real quick to Murphy Tribe. Just did a super chat. So let's see what she says. Hey fam, just learned about this channel. Have you heard about the 6th region African Union? They consider the diaspora the 6th region. They back us. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna definitely research that you know, I'm gonna definitely look into that. The 6th region.
Well, you know, and here's the thing too. We got to understand that the map has been, you know, made and tampered with. You understand? They're not showing the true size of Africa. You understand? We're looking at this thing small, but it's really huge. You know what I mean? It's the biggest continent on the face of the earth. My brethren is a brethren that be traveling back and forth in Johannesburg, right? He showed me how long it take my brethren to get from Johannesburg to the other side of South Africa. 3 days. 3 days, just South Africa, you know. And my brethren tried this several times, have land in the land and everything, you know. And he's showing me from one side of Johannesburg to the other side of South Africa is 3 days. That's the whole America, right? Right? You can go across the whole America in 3 days, right? You ain't left South Africa yet. You ain't reached the border. Right? So we really don't realize the greatness of the size. They downplay this thing, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want us to know how great it is and how great we are. You understand? We really have, that's why I said we have to segregate, you know what I'm saying, ourselves again so we can gain this knowledge with one another. We can't be constantly being programmed and sidetracked with what they got going on. We got to be focused more on what we got going on. You understand? Yeah, uplifting one another and strengthening one another. Did you know that the black man created the cell phone? You know that? The black man created the cell phone. His name was Henry Sampson.
Look that up. Google it.
Yeah,
Henry Sampson.
Google him. A black man, big mustache, black man, right? Henry Sampson created the first cell phone.
Hold on, quick. Somebody was talking about like a book on Rastafari.
Oh yeah.
Might as well refer to them all. Yeah. If y'all looking on a book about Rastafari, definitely support the Brethren book. You know what I mean?
we did.
Can definitely reason with him on Instagram. If y'all need to ship it, you know what I mean? He can definitely work that out with y'all. All right.
Yeah, it's on Amazon too.
So, it's on Amazon.
Yes,
That's even better.
The Black King Christ.
The Black King. If y'all want to find on Amazon, all right, support the brother. You know what I'm saying? He's an author. All right.
Come through, I'll sign it for you.
True.
What I mean? But my point is saying now that that's the heights of it all. You know what I mean? Reflecting black to what we really about. Knowing, say, Africa is much more bigger than they want us to know. You know what I mean? This whole thing with us not knowing the land and not connecting to the people, we're really being programmed into what they want us to do while they're eating off the land. You understand? While they're investing more in the land. And it's needed for us right now. The people, Africa is the future. In case you didn't know it. Everything else is the past. If you believe in the lies, you don't even know Africa's on the rise. Okay?
True.
And it's rising greatly. Why do you think all the great music coming out of Africa right now?
You got Akon over there in Senegal building his own
Akon
city town.
It's going on major. You know what I'm saying? Because we waking up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The chain is being
Pan-Africanism.
broken off the brain.
Got to.
We waking up. We thinking for ourselves again. And when we start thinking for ourselves, we realize we got to help one another. That's when we really think. And this thing could be done right now if they left us fully in charge, because we're going to make sure we good. You see, the problem is there's too many people making sure people not eating and people not working and people not living. You understand? But if people were focusing on that, the world would be better right now. You understand? So they got so much plastic stuck in the ocean out there. We can't change that because we ain't really do that. You know what I mean? So I ain't really making that my problem. You know what I'm saying? The reality of it all, I know the Almighty gave me this earth. You understand? And everything He created was good. You understand? Man came and put his little hands on it and contaminated things and corrupted it. But the reality, everything the Almighty created was good.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Man had to tamper with it and go with awesome and all this other stuff and terrific. The Most High said, no, it's good. I want what's good.
True.
Simply as that. I don't need all that extra awesomeness. Just give me what's good. You understand? And that's what we need to be focused on. Everything good.
True.
Purify your thoughts. Do good. And depart from evil. You know what I'm saying? For the wages of sin is death. But the gift of the Almighty is eternal life. So how you do that? By do good. By just doing good, you can receive eternal life. Just do good. Just do good.
Righteous works, you know?
Yes, sir. And that's where we at this time, you know, purifying your thoughts. You understand? How you purify your thoughts? By letting go everything wrong. I can tell you what Babylon tell you. Left, right. So now you left everything right. You don't want nothing right. You left that totally alone because it's right. Right?
True.
Nah, it's time for you to right first. And wrong never.
True.
It's right over wrong.
True.
It's right over wrong. It ain't left the right. You're not supposed to lead the right. No, stay with the right and make sure you're doing right over wrong. All right? We got to get focused on what's real again. You understand? Because word sound is power. You understand? When we get our word sound right, like right now, everything most of y'all say out your mouth is a profane word. You can't hold a decent conversation. How much? Did we say one curse yet?
Hey.
We've been rocking for over an hour plus, even more so.
Talking.
And not one curse word or profanity came out the black man's mouth. You understand? Because that's intelligence. That's intellect. That's ethics. That's the Ethiopian mind. You understand? That's the intelligence. So we got to get black to that, people. We can't lose that and make someone confuse us, think we caught in their system. Like I told you, before they stole the African from Africa, he and she were very, very intelligent human beings. Yeah, man. And we got to remain that way. You know what I'm saying?
True. It's definitely that time right now. So like, really ones and ones, as long as we getting in tune with ourselves and make sure that you're contributing to the continent in some way. All right, don't be going to work, going to your 9 to 5 all the time, building up this white man nation, this European nation. All right, because he could really care less. You know what I mean? So if anything, you know, you done gave him 200-300 years for free. You know what I mean? And they dehumanized you on top of it. You see what I'm saying? So you've milked him enough, all right? Make sure you come back to mama and show her some attention, all right? Go to Africa, you know what I mean? Go see different things, you know what I mean? Just build with your brothers and your sisters, all right? Because we all we got, and we got our best interests at heart. You see what I'm saying? So any last words?
Yeah, man. Support your people, man. Like I said, again, they got little commercials running for 5 minutes talking about you can spend less than a cup of coffee and help someone overseas, and you don't even know these people. It's not even your nation of people. It's time for we at least invest $2 and $3 a month into something that black people doing.
Thank you, Willow.
You know what I'm saying? That way we changing the narrative of what we doing with our money. It's billions of dollars we spending and wasting, and we ain't built nothing. If we just took $1 out of the 400 million black people here, we are 400 million strong every day. And that's just $1. So we ain't thinking, we ain't doing the math, we ain't doing the numbers. We got to get focused on real again, organizing, you understand, and bringing our unity together so we can have something, you know what I mean? And have our own, because we need everything, you know what I'm saying? That's why we entrepreneurs out here, because we realize the need for lots of things, you understand? And we have to provide these services, you know what I mean? Whatever it might be. Right now, it's the word. You understand? The message we providing is the word, you know what I mean? So it's good to subscribe, it's good to do these things, because at the end of the day, it's educating us and it's uplifting us. It's a long time we needed that. People say, you down for me. No, I ain't down for you, I'm up for you. Because we've been down too long, I'm here to uplift you. I'm here to uplift you. I ain't here to bring you down and tear you down and none of that down business. I ain't down for nothing. I'm up for everything real. You understand? And that's what we have to get black to again, our realness of being up for one another, standing up for one another, standing up for what's right. It's the upful man that's gonna stand. Remember I tell you that. So y'all gotta stop hanging around all these soft people ain't real. Be around real people doing real things. Get out your little circle. If you're 23, get with somebody 34. Okay? If you're 34, get with somebody 44. Because at the end of the day, you learning something, you gaining knowledge. You got to get out your circle if you want to really gain knowledge. You can't stay in your little circle. Everybody can't do what you do. Okay? So then you realize what's real again. You get to see what we really need to be doing instead of what you think we should be doing. Okay? So get out that little small circle you in and broaden your horizons and build with your people. Because there's a lot of us. And we in numbers out here. You understand? So let's share and gain this information. Marcus Garvey said, black people, we have to learn to come together hand to hand and mouth to mouth. Because hand to hand and mouth to mouth conversation is what's going to lift us up. Like us saying, greetings, my brother. Powers and strength, my brother. Man. Yeah, man. Jah bless. Jah keep. Upfulness. You understand? Upfulness, it keeps us strong. You understand? This is what uplifts us. We can't be running around seeing people asking them what this is, and you ain't even say, hey, how you doing? Good day. You understand?
True.
You understand? Because you're
Say
so
hey
caught
to your brother and sister.
into
like,
the matrix world.
Yeah.
You see somebody real, you think there's a chip that you can just ask a question and they supposed to pop out the answer. No, you need to conversate with a human being. You understand? See how a person's doing, check on them. You understand? Make sure they well. A lot of y'all only check on people when you need something. You understand? You're supposed to check on people to make sure they're good, so when you do need something, they don't feel no way of giving you something. I'm gonna leave that there again, because y'all need to learn these things, man. It's simpleness, it's basics, you know.
Yeah.
And this is how we live and we grow together. You understand? The porch was made, black people created the porch, you know. We created the porch so we could sit out on it and wave to everyone. That's what we did. Hey, we created the porch. Sit down, and we already built the house. I told you we built the first university, right? Yeah, we built the porch so we could sit out there and say hey to the neighbors and people roll by. That's what we built. The porch was for, you know, sitting out, catching the breeze and
Get your
seeing,
chair out there,
seeing what's
just
going
be
on in the
chilling.
block.
Yeah, and wave to everybody that walk by. You know what I mean?
I'm saying.
Yeah, like you can literally walk past a brother and sister in America right now, and it's like,
Yeah,
yo,
we
like
built-
me mugging.
We built the rooms to sleep.
Mugging me, I don't even know.
We built the rooms to sleep. We even cooked outside. We didn't even really like to really cook inside. That thing is a
Yeah.
modern day thing too.
Yeah.
The original kitchen was outside.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? In nature.
yeah. Elements, you
Man,
know what I
I'm
mean?
telling you, man, we got to get black to what's real.
Yeah,
you
true,
know what I'm
true,
saying?
true.
And that's how we survive, because a lot of y'all don't even know what survival is about. So when this thing really shake, it's going to be done. Because y'all don't even know the basics of even survive and even create a fire to keep warm.
Brimstone, man.
More
You know what I
heat,
mean?
man. Yeah, so,
you know,
yeah.
just really touching up on that quote again. How we were saying from the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, be very mindful of what you partake of in the Western world, or you'll die from the effects of it. All right. Make sure, even though we are in the Western world, you got to decolonize your mind, baptize your mind, and free up your heavens. All right. So really, man, I already knew. You know, this is really, you know, Pan-Africanism. That's what I titled this live. Just anything dealing with melanated people and black upliftment. All right. This is no shade to other nationalities or other nations of people. It's just black people are going to have the best interests of black people. All right. So this is just helping this specific people within the human family, all right? So we definitely give thanks and praise. Man, I had to invite the eye because, you know, hey, as always, he always bring the fire and the heat, the lava, the earthquake, and brimstone. You know what I'm saying? We got to give thanks and praise for life, give thanks and praise to the Almighty Creator, get back to the earth, get to your culture, eat plant-based foods, and reason with your brethren and sistren, all right? We can't build a nation by being an island, all right? We got to make sure that we are reasoning with each other. Don't isolate yourself, all right? Because ones and ones are on the same tribe, just like the item. You just got to find them, all right? And I promise you, Spirit will put those beautiful energies in your path, all right? So got to get this wisdom, got to get this knowledge, got to get this divine understanding, man. We will definitely be back with y'all again very soon. We really, really appreciate y'all, man. We was checking in, now we checking out. Till next time, all right? One perfect love. Blessed.
Peace.
Blessed.